What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, I am your hostess, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it. You guys see the title. You see the thumbnail, man. New reports. The Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors does not stop. And apparently, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know if this is like, media guys actually just trying to drum up something to just get clicks. I don't know what they're looking for. So it says over here that he actually really loves New York, and we're not going to be on here too long, man. We're going to try to be on here maybe for like an hour. Oh, and I got a special little secondary show like right after we go through this Giannis news over here, man, on Mikal Bridges, and it's gonna be your favorite guys right there, man. That we're gonna 8 hours good, man. So let's get into this. Here, man. Hold on. It's not gonna be this one. It's gonna be right here. Let me see something. Hold on. Let's just stop this fucking. Hold on 1 minute here. Let me get the article here. And Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here we go, right here, man. Here we go. All right. It says Giannis Antetokounmpo, a prime target for the Brooklyn Nets, loves New York and has several business interests. So the thing is like, which New York team does he really, really, truly love, though, man? It could be the Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks. We're going to dive into what situation could be actually good for him if he actually does choose to demand a trade at some point. We don't know that definitively. Right now, the Bucks are down 2-0 against a garbage Pacers team. So if I'm Giannis, yeah, I'm definitely most definitely frustrated. But a lot of this is like like Giannis kind of put himself in this type of situation. Not by his fault by any means, though. But first, let me get into this article. It says Giannis may still face a may he still be the face of the Milwaukee Bucks, but this future could be very well take a sharp turn, possibly east to Brooklyn, according to Brian Lewis of the New York Post. The Brooklyn Nets have identified the two-time MVP and 2021 NBA champion as a prime target should he become available on the trade market. With the Bucks facing uncertainty and potentiality, another disappointing playoff exit, speculation surrounding Giannis' next chapter has started to gain traction. What makes Brooklyn a legitimate option isn't just their war chest of draft capital. They own 15 first-round picks through 2031, including Milwaukee's own 2025. But also Giannis owns ties to New York. Multiple reports confirm that Antetokounmpo enjoys the city and owns several business ventures in the area. That includes real estate interests, endorsement deals activated in the region, and connections to New York's growing international business scene. For a global star like Giannis, a move to New York would be more than a basketball decision. It could be a Brandon goldmine. The Nets, meanwhile, are in a unique position of power. They have flexibility, cap space in the front office. That's what a bad front office, man. I mean, I don't know why they keep bigging up the front office. It's one of the between Rob Pelinka and Sean Marks are really like the two worst general managers in the NBA, right? And we're gonna do a locked on nerds. I meant locked on Nets guys. One of their videos they put praising Sean Marks like he actually did a really, really good job. We're gonna get into that in about 15 mementos there, man. All right, so it says at just 30 years old, he is still very much in his prime, averaging 30.4 points, 11.5 rebounds, 6.3 assists. This season while shooting 60% from the field. He remains one of the league's most dominant forces, a two-way wrecking ball capable of altering a franchise direction overnight. If the Bucks falter again this postseason, and they already dropped 2 games against the Indiana Pacers. See, he can't just do it by himself, man. The league is just really, really too good. This is not like Michael Jordan's Bulls in the 1990s where the Bulls were just like they had all the talent, and really the rest of the league was just pretty much garbage. You had like good players back then. I'm not saying all the '90s players were trash, but when you look at Boston's, like look how and Cleveland, look at how that roster is actually constructed. Look at Houston. They got depth. They have like a lot of talent, man. So Giannis just can't do it by himself. You have to put a good team around Giannis, man. All right, so for Brooklyn, the road to acquire Giannis wouldn't be easy. While they have the draft picks, their lack of blue chip young talent. I just said that exactly could hinder negotiations. However, offering up 5 or more first round selections in addition to taking a salary filler could be enough to intrigue a Bucks team looking to reset around a younger, less core. Now, I'm not really sold on the 2025 draft, right? I'm not really sold on it. I think there's a bunch of good role players on there. Now, role players are really, really important in terms of like building a championship roster. So, but I mean, there's no Giannis's in this 2025 draft, man. I mean, this is not that. And you talking about a number 1 pick. I mean, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a player like Paolo Banchero. You're looking for Giannis's, Wemby's, right? You're looking for like that generational type talent, or at least something that's close to it. All right. So I want to keep talking about this. This is at this point, no deal is intimate, but when there's smoke, there's often fire. And with Giannis' affection for New York, his business interest in the city, and the Nets' ability to go all in this offseason, the possibility of seeking the Greek freak in black and white might not be as far-fetched as it once was. So DJ, man, you might be wrong, man. Yo, Harlem, what's good, man? What's good? Where was I? All right. So DJ, you might be wrong. Maybe he does want to go to New York, man. So let's look at how they actually did in the first round series against the actually, hold on, let me not even get into that right away, man. But again, like with Giannis, he's not a plug and play player, right? You got to construct a certain team around him. Even if you get like a star, let's say you had Dame 3-4 years ago, right? Like Dame in his prime, and it's like 26, 27, 28 years old, and you part him with Giannis, right? Dame has to take a back seat to Giannis, man. He actually has to be a role player, because of how dominant Giannis is, how much pressure he puts on the rim, and his ability to actually convert like 2-point field goals at a higher percentage. Dame is good, but like just Giannis just puts it's like Shaq and Kobe, Shaq and Penny, right? Penny was really nice, but the offense went through Shaq because of how dominant he was, and the same thing with Kobe Bryant, right? You don't want Giannis actually playing off the basketball because like you're just bailing the defense out, man. What did I tell y'all guys about Houston, man? I told y'all guys Houston's going to be up, man. They're going to win this series, and I predict them to come out of the actually probably go to the Western Conference Finals. I don't know about coming out the West, but at least get to the Western Conference Finals. They up over here, 52-40. Golden State's garbage. I stand by that. So you actually have to put like a really, really solid roster around them. It can't just be a bunch. Like shooters actually do, they really do help, but like you need guys that can actually defend, like they can guard. Like what's that dude? Pat Connaughton, right? Wasn't he lighting us up like 3 or 4 years ago? And he's not even in the rotation, man. So yeah, he can actually shoot, but you need guys that can guard, like 3-and-D guys, and you also need guys that can actually just put the ball on the floor and give you some type of offensive creation within 2 to 3 dribbles. So like 1-2 dribble pull-ups, and also be able to like pass the basketball, not turn it over or anything like that, So now, what team should Giannis actually go to if he actually does want to come to New York? You got the Knicks and you got the Nets, right? So this front office is garbage. Okay, Sean Marks is trash. I'll save that for another live stream. I'm, you know what? I'm not gonna beat the drum, man. I already did enough Sean Marks videos, man. Y'all guys already know how bad he is as a general manager. He missed out on Derek White. He could have had Derek White. He could have had Porzingis. He didn't want him. He could have had Jaylen Brown. Didn't really go after it, man. I mean, that's just like he's one of the, like I said, one of the worst general managers, and just really put this team back like almost 20-something years. Chat GDP says that the Nets will win a championship in the year 2045, man. I mean, this is how far back he's actually really set this team back, man. So if Giannis does come over here, man, I mean, again, so the general manager, front office, right? Bad, right? For the Brooklyn Nets right there. Sean Marks, Josiah, it's one of the worst owners in the league right there, man. And location, like the Knicks, right? They practice up there I think it's like by Dobbs Ferry, right? So living in Westchester County is definitely better than living in New York City, like than living in Brooklyn. So like the Knicks practice facility, right, is just a lot better. You have more space. You actually can live in a house, with a lot of acreage, rather than living in an apartment in Brooklyn, and the traffic and. So you guys understand. I mean, I live in Westchester, man. So I'm like, I hate going into New York City, man. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. So and then you gotta look at the players, man. So you have like Jalen Brunson, right? Jalen Brunson is a guy that can actually get you like 30-something points, right? And it's a really good compliment to Giannis Antetokounmpo right there, because he'll get him the basketball. Jalen Brunson can actually play off the ball better than what Dame could. I think he's a better defender, somewhat. Like he's a more physical like defender. I don't see Dame, he was never the greatest defender in the world, man. But I think Jalen Brunson, even though he's not as athletic as Dame, but he's just like more physical, right? So if I'm Giannis, I'm going to the Knicks. They got a better front office. Now, we used to trash on the owner when it came to James Dolan, and but James Dolan, he's been out of the way. I haven't heard from James Dolan in years, right? Years, and that's what you actually have to do, man. You have to get guys who actually understands basketball, and you don't. Like same thing with like Josiah, stay out of the way and let the pros actually do their damn job, man. All right, so let's segue. King Ribby, what's good, man? Tip off, what's good, man? So let's segue into the Locked On Nets guys over here, man, because they made a crazy ass video, man, and one, praising Sean Marks. Two, what were they doing? They were trashing Mikal Bridges, right? Saying that, how the Nets actually won the trade, and because Mikal Bridges hasn't been the same since the Phoenix days, and he hasn't put up the same numbers. And this is it right here. We're gonna go through some of this over here. This is like nasty over here, man. It says the Brooklyn Nets sold Mikal Bridges at the peak, and it showed this season. And it tells you how much these guys really, really just don't understand the game of basketball, man. Let's listen in.
On all those great platforms, and let you know, this episode is brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. And Doug, this is not going to be a troll fest about Mikal Bridges and whether or not he is not the player that the Knicks traded for with all of those assets. But it is going to be the reality check of what he is as a player and whether or not he just kind of got swept up in the ambrosia of Kevin Durant and superstars and championship aspirations for teams that now kind of leaves him in a very judged position from a lot of different angles.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where watching the game the other day, even the last two games, really, and kind of him for the whole season, has been proof positive that the Nets got out of this business just at the right time. And I know that there's a Nets podcast and we're talking about the Knicks. And in the past, that would have been, a little brother situation going on cross town. You're rooting against them just because it's annoying to hear about them. You have Knicks fans in your life and you're just kind of all done hearing about the Knicks or whatever.
All right, so listen, Mikal Bridges, right? They're not running the offense through Mikal Bridges, okay? Right? The pecking order would be Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, right? You have 24 seconds on the shot clock, and it's unfair to ask Mikal Bridges, like, let's say if the defense loads up on Jalen Brunson, they load up on Karl Anthony Towns, like 5-6 seconds on the shot clock to go out there and create something, man. That's just not his game, and we always knew that about Mikal Bridges. All right, let's get back.
And so I get that part of it, but now there is a functional piece of this where the Nets' fate, not their fate completely, but a big part of what they're doing going forward is sort of tied to the Knicks' demise. When you have a certain amount of draft picks, coming over directly from the Knicks because of the Mikal Bridges trade, you are incentivized to kind of like root for them. I mean, no, rooting doesn't like make it happen, but you would like to see this crash and burn in a big way, because that just would increase the likelihood that these assets way down the line are pretty damn valuable. And like that could be a situation that we're starting to look at now, where it's like, oh, the Knicks might have, I mean, they're not going to be bad, but Bridges way underperformed this year. And watching him in the playoffs, it's not like they didn't get a six first round pick value for a guy the way that he's been playing this year, and then into the playoffs where it just hasn't looked amazing. So I think it was very obvious why they did it at the time, but this stuff just becomes even more proof positive. Watching him through the playoffs is like, this guy wasn't going to be a second fiddle to anybody you brought in. If you had gone the other way and been like, hey, let's trade the Suns picks for a superstar and Mikal will be the number 2. It's like, no, that wouldn't have been the right move. And I think that we're going to probably start seeing that play out here for New York over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
All right, so Mikal Bridges is a guy who can average 17 points a game. He averaged 17 points a game. Yo, Jonathan, I see where you get your talking points from now, man. See? I told you, man, you sound just like these guys here, man. All right, so Mikal Bridges is a guy who can give you like 17 points a game. Catch and shoot, really good. I think it was like 39%, 39% from the three-point line. Play some defense. Now, he's not the same defender as he was once in Phoenix, but that's because the league has actually definitely evolved. You ask Mikal Bridges to guard who's someone like Anthony Edwards. Nobody's guarding him one-on-one. Donovan Mitchell, like a lot. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Did I see what Jaylen Brown did? Paolo Banchero. It's a tough ask, even for like even really high-end defenders, man.
You know, it's funny because there's a lot of different things here, including like the stat lines at a high level for Mikal Bridges. But you just touched on that there. The other side of this coin is that the Brooklyn Nets did keep Mikal Bridges. And maybe you just painted the worst of all scenarios where they go after the superstar, and then you realize that Mikal Bridges can only be the third best player, maybe only the fourth best player on a championship caliber team. And then you have to keep throwing more assets to go and acquire that, right? So now the Nets get to sit here and say, we have all these picks. You mentioned looking out into the future here where you get the Knicks pick in this upcoming draft. You're also going to see the Knicks picks come in 2027. You're going to see them also come in all the way down, good Lord, the road here into 2029. So, and beyond that as well. But to be able to sit here and say, whatever the Knicks are going to be over the next couple of seasons, and we've already heard how if this doesn't go quite right, then they'll start pursuing other superstars. With what assets, I'm not entirely sure how they would accomplish that now at this point, but it looks like the Knicks are very much on the razor's edge of either this succeeds as we are constructed, or we're going to have a very interesting path going forward, which makes the Nets feel like in all of the moves that Sean Marks has made, some picks have rose, some picks have fallen and look less valuable than they once did. Their own picks look less valuable. At least it feels like they have some really high potential draft picks coming in the door over the next few seasons. A lot of things can happen between here and there.
We don't know what them picks are actually going to look like. We don't know what the players are going to look like, right? It could be like a draft like last year where you have Reed Shepherd as I think he was pick number 3, who's really like, when you think about it, like should have been drafted in the 20s, like 25th. I mean, there's so many things going against him, right? The players have to be there. And if there's no generational talent, then yeah, The Knicks actually won this trade, man. It's one thing if they traded Mikal Bridges and they got the picks, and then you draft like a LeBron James type of player, then you're like, oh man, damn, But like this draft, I keep saying it, in 2025, it's not really that good. Now I went over a lot of the scouting reports, and I'm like, I'm not moved or anything like that, man.
Specifically when it comes to Mikal, I'll just say, here's the funny thing. On a very high level, listen, second in defensive player of the year voting back in 2021-22. Okay. He's only scored 20 plus points, and he narrowly got there in 22-23. And then 26 points in the 27 games coming over from the trade with Phoenix. This season was his best year from the field, going all the way back to 2020, 2021, almost 60% from the field. 3-point dropped off a bit, still over 35% though. 17 plus point score. Like, this is who he is. The part of it where his defensive game is not as cannot be as relied upon as you would have assumed, as he was being touted to be, even when he came over from Phoenix to Brooklyn. We saw that erosion. And I think at the time of the trade for the Knicks, that fan base rightfully.
Listen, when he came over to Brooklyn, they were asking him to do a lot more scoring. I mean, you're not going to get the same type of defense from him like you saw in Phoenix when you're asking him to go out there and put up 25, 30-something points a night, man. That's hard. I mean, have I watched? I just finished watching the Boston and Orlando series, man. I mean, Paolo Banchero, man, he was bad defensively. But again, he actually has to go up there and put up 20, 25 something shots, every single game damn near, man. You can't go out there and ask him to play high level defense, man. That's just not fair to anyone, man. Anybody. Michael Jordan didn't have to do that, right? LeBron, actually, LeBron does have to do that, right now, man, because he has like a lot of, defensive liabilities on that team, But like Tim Duncan had like defenders, like Shaq when Shaq was in his prime. He had good defenders, man. Come on, man.
Thought they were bringing in this supporting player that would do certain things. He's not that guy basically across the board. And again, I'll say it like I said at the top, I think a lot of the hype around Mikal build him to be something more than he probably ever proved to be consistently in any of his time across Phoenix or Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the Nets fans could already, I mean, if you watched him last year, you could already see it coming, right? Like, he really, he wasn't defending at a super high level. And there was just, that's not even a hot take. It's like, he wasn't any kind of a lockdown defender. Like, okay with the help stuff. They couldn't really stick to other teams' best players on. He did not get, like, even early in the season, he didn't get other teams' best guys. Dinwiddie got some of those guys. Like, before they even traded him, like, that wasn't the kind of assignments he was getting. And even when he did get those assignments, it just didn't go very well. And we've seen this year too, that like, that was just the case again. He just wasn't like bringing it in like any kind of form or fashion that would make you think that he was in any way living up close to having been that defensive player of the year. Now, he wasn't the defensive player of the year, but like, just being even in that conversation, which feels very long ago. Like, it feels
even being totally like a top 20 defender would feel like that would be, hey,
yeah, man, they just have too many actual good players. Let me drop the link in here for you guys, man. I know Jonathan wants to come on up in here. You got Harlem in here. King Ribby, what's good with you, man? I see a tip off. Wish y'all I can't listen to this anymore, man. Like, these guys. Let me get y'all takes on the Giannis situation over here. Which team do you think he should try to go for if he does want to come to New York? And I guess your takes on this whole Mikal Bridges thing. What's going on, SL?
It's good. It's good. Come on, man. You're gonna give Knicks more props than us. Come on, they team already set up. They not making no moves. Come on, they already gave up 5 picks for Mitchell.
Oh, listen, they're the number 3 seed, man. I mean, they're the number 3. They were like the number 3 seed, right?
Yeah,
BK
but
0-10 against the Cavs, Celtics, OKC. Don't give a shit if they're top 2. They couldn't even beat the best teams this year.
Right,
So what are you
right.
talking about?
They're more interested in
Stop it.
than Brooklyn right now.
Hoops, stop it, Hoops. Why are you defending this crap? Mikal is cooked. He is overcooked and undercooked. I mean, Adar, we haven't watched this game this year, but the games that I kind of did see with other teams against the Knicks, they were cooking Mikal, Mitchell, Brown, Tatum, Shea. Every top star cooked this kid this year. And Kate, you see Kate Cunningham's reaction game too? Dude was licking his chops
John,
against Mikal.
ask him the record versus Knicks versus top 5 and what's the name? NBA playoff teams.
0-12 or 15 or something?
Oh yeah,
Hold on. Mikal Bridges is not a first or second option on the team.
BK, he's a
He's not
fifth
a-
option now.
First of all, he's not even the Knicks fans want him gone. Do you search this stuff? They want him gone.
Hold
Yo,
on.
AP, I swear to you, last night after that
what's
game
up,
too.
AP?
Wait, last
Yeah, what's good, Ellen?
AP
I'm
after
good,
that last
so-
game. AP after that last game on Twitter, it was Midkel Mania hashtag.
Oh,
Midkel
hell yeah.
Mania. These people
They was
cooking him.
killing him. It was like, how many?
jeez.
It was like 5 picks, 6 picks for this. What the fuck is that?
Yo, you want to know what the hashtag now is?
Listen, don't say.
AP, you know what the hashtag now is? 6 picks for 6 Midkel bricks. Woo!
Hold on.
Yeah, that's funny.
Y'all want him gone. A lot of Knicks fans don't want him gone, man. So,
Yes, they do.
What?
Yes, they do.
What are you doing? What are you
First of
talking
all,
about?
yo, listen,
Yo,
I can
BK,
tell.
who paid you
I can
tonight,
tell.
BK?
Yo,
Who paid you to
BK, you are disappointing. You are disappointing. Look on the page. Look on every website. Look on the Knicks Facebook page. Look on the
Comment section, no
YouTube.
matter
Look
where
at the
you
comments.
go.
They
BK,
trashing
you know
him.
line
For you
ever?
to say
Check
that is you
Twitter.
lying to yourself. You ain't checked
Hell
nothing,
yeah.
bro.
Cat, Tibbs, and Mitchell. They want them out of the New York City.
but
Yes.
he's not. Listen,
Can I
guys.
jump in and say
No, don't
something,
tell me
bro?
what he's not. Just tell him what it is,
BK,
bro.
To provide space.
BK, what
Listen,
happened in game one?
listen,
BK, wait, I
listen.
don't
You keep
understand.
talking about BK. You keep talking about a third option. We spent 5 fucking first round picks for a third option, which is horrible.
BK, what happened in the fourth quarter in game one? Wait, I have a question for you. What happened in game one in the fourth quarter, BK to
He's
Mikal?
not gonna have a good game every single game, man.
No. He got benched for Cameron Payne, who saved their asses in that first game. The guy for 6 picks. Bench dude cooked them.
First of all, they would have lost the first game if it wasn't for fucking what's the name? So
Bad calls
That was
the
crazy.
Pistons way.
Hey, yo,
Tell
BK.
you.
All right.
Hey, yo, BK, can I jump in and say something,
Yeah,
bro?
go ahead, Harlem. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, here we go. It's the Harlem Show, folks. Taking tickets.
Nah. Let him speak.
Yo,
5 nickels a talk.
Hey, yo, BK.
Yo.
Hey, yo, BK, can you just mute this kid, bro, for like a few seconds? Please, so I can just
Okay,
talk without him
Harlem.
interrupting.
Okay, kids are teaching Harlem.
Be quiet. Hold on.
Nah, go ahead.
And that's why bro. It's the immature shit, like backstage.
Harlem,
and bro,
make your
shit.
point, Harlem. It's
So
midnight,
anyway, right?
Come on.
So here's the thing, BK, I want to say, right? Jesus Christ, bro. Yo, BK, real shit, bro. Can you mute this fucking idiot, bro?
Yeah, he's
See, then when
quiet.
I crash out and I
I'm
say
not
shit,
saying
you get
that.
mad. I'm
Nah,
asking you.
Harlem, your shit lagging, Harlem. Harlem, your shit lagging. That's probably why he ain't say nothing.
Yeah, that's
Come on, man. I
probably
don't got time for
it.
kid
Yeah.
shit, bro. So listen. So here's my thing, right? Every single person has good and bad games, right? So I'm gonna use the Nets for an example.
Here we go.
BK thinks Nick Claxton sucks, right? No. Listen, right? No. Because if we gonna be fair, we gotta be fair, right? If Nick, like BK, think Nick Claxton's ass, right? So let's.
He don't belong in the league according to BK.
Yep.
Okay.
I stand on that.
Hold on. No. Hold on. If Nick Claxton, right, miraculously did a 360 and did every fucking thing that John, BK, DJ, and a lot of other people think he can't do, everybody would be like, "Yo, keep Nick Claxton." You feel what I'm saying?
No, he
So at
wasn't.
the end
BK
of the day,
wasn't.
bro,
BK
y'all
wasn't.
niggas gotta
BK,
stop.
82
you know,
games
hold
to
on, hold
do
on.
it.
Hold on.
BK,
Finish.
BK would say it's one
Let me
game.
finish, bro.
I got
Let me
it.
finish. No. I'm talking about if he did it on a consistent. But my thing is, right? You guys are fair
Yo,
weather fans, bro. You
nah,
see what I'm saying? If
Carla.
you're gonna be a fan,
First of all,
be a
Carla. First of
hold on. Let
all,
me finish. Let me finish, bro.
Having Craigslist
Let
is
me
fair.
finish, bro. Y'all gotta stop being fair weather fans, bro.
Nah,
If
how we?
Mikal Bridges plays bad, you don't want him. If he's playing good, you want him. It's either you're gonna be a fan or you not, bro. Everybody got good
Wait. I wanted Mikal Bridges
games
gone
part of the
since day
game, bro.
one, bro.
You either
Yo,
gonna be a
nah.
fan or not. That's it.
The same BKNY Hoops wanted the what's his name, Mikhail gone. So let's
no, I
not
want
start that.
to keep Mikal, man,
Bro.
as a building block,
I'm just,
as a
No,
Two
no,
years
no,
ago,
not.
you
No,
was
you're not.
talking
I'm
about
just saying, if you're
trade
gonna
him.
be a fan,
2 games versus Atlanta. Remember that? When
if
back
you're
to
gonna
back
be a
we had
fan,
game.
bro. But SL, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be a fan, right? If you see what
Nick
Ribby said in
Claxton was deport. Hold on, Carlo.
the
Nick
comments,
Claxton
he
was
said not every Knicks fan want
runner up
Bridges
for
gone, right?
deport.
Hey, homage to a
And
guy
what's
that
his
got
name?
cooked by Bismarck
BK wanted him
Biyombo?
gone. So
All right, let me let Ribby go, and then I want to get y'all takes on this whole Giannis.
Hold on, I ain't even go yet. I didn't even go yet.
Ribby, hold on. AP,
Nah,
you
go
go
ahead,
ahead, man. Then Ribby.
I will. Let me say this, because all right, I'm gonna speak on the topic first. I'm gonna get on the Mikal Bridges.
All
All
right.
right, the Giannis topic, I feel like is just it's just like a repost of the Giannis shit because the news came out weeks ago. But like I said,
So thank you,
Sean
Tim.
Marks is gonna rebuild regularly. He's not gonna throw in everything for Giannis.
Wait,
All
we'll
right,
see.
once again, we'll see.
Yeah,
But that's my. I think he got the orders from up top saying, "Yo, don't even try it." And as far as Kuminga, hell no.
you trust him.
And
trust
fucking
him.
listen,
You
it's not
trust
even me. It's not even me trusting him. He's like I said, he don't even have a contract this year. I think it depends on
No,
the owner's
he
going
got
to.
it.
No, he
He
didn't
got
get extended
extension.
yet. No, he didn't. He didn't get extended yet. He didn't get
Yo,
extended.
AP, let
So
me say this to you, AP, right?
hold on. Let me finish.
Y'all niggas is fair
Hold
weather
on.
fans, bro.
Wait. Let me finish. And as far as Mikal Bridges go, listen, man, I keep telling y'all, and y'all keep talking about it's just the playoffs. They've been saying this throughout the whole season. How Mikal Bridges is up and down.
Bro,
Oh, he's
who's
too much of a
y'all?
nice guy.
Yeah, he's
Who's
a
Now I'm not talking.
y'all? Yo,
hold on. He's a
Bro,
role player.
All right,
everybody's
you
up and
keep. All right,
down, though, bro.
listen, BK. You keep
That
talking
Everybody's
about
bitch
up
is
and
role
every
play.
down,
game.
bro.
That's what he
Listen,
is. He's
you
a role
keep.
player.
Listen, you don't spend
Okay, Nick
5
Claxton
picks.
is
You
a role
don't. You
player.
don't. First
To your
of
point.
all, hold up. You don't give 5 unprotected picks for a role player.
Man, who
Exactly.
cares? The class is
You
garbage.
don't give. Listen, no. You don't give. First of all, because if the Knicks would have
Yo,
kept those picks, they could have
make a
traded for like
shorts
Giannis or
on this
something.
take. Make a shorts on this take on BKNY Hoops because he said, "Who gives a fuck about 5 unprotected picks?" 5
Yo,
years
that's
from now, we're
funny.
gonna see
Yo,
what he's gonna
AP.
say.
Yeah, Zach, he gonna switch up like, oh
Yo,
well, I didn't think
AP.
the Knicks was gonna be that bad.
Yo, Hoops, what page you say this side, Hoops? Be honest, your whole like two
Yo,
chicks.
AP.
Yo, who pay
Yo,
you, John?
Ribby, I'm not talking. I'm talking to
No,
Hoops.
who
Y'all
pay you
niggas
though?
is too fair weather, bro.
Ribby,
Y'all
didn't
fair
you
weather
just
fans,
switch
bro.
your subject
Hold
to
on,
Y'all
Giannis
niggas is fair weather, bro.
wait.
Let Ribby
Nah,
get his.
I'm gonna let Ribby go. Harlan wanted to ask me a question. What's your question,
All
Harlan?
right, go ahead,
Let
Harlem.
Ribby go. Then Iceman's next.
All right, go ahead, Harlem.
team got
What's
cooked.
your
Nah, I'm
question?
just saying, like, y'all just fair weather fans, bro.
How I'm a feel
Y'all
with the
fair
Oh,
weather
fan,
that means
Harlan.
fans,
so
Wait.
much,
y'all
No,
Harlan.
niggas, y'all
That
wait.
means
niggas,
so much,
John,
Oh
Harlan.
my
hold
God,
on.
fair
John,
weather.
hold on. John, let me
I got to
say.
sell these tickets for the Harlem show.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you right now. If
No,
Giannis came to the Nets, right? If Giannis came to the Nets, right?
I don't want
And
Giannis. I don't want
let's
Giannis.
say he signed for 5 years.
Y'all gonna
Mm-hmm.
No.
have
He
Giannis
can't
jersey.
I'm
stop.
just giving you a scenario. Say he
I
came to the
get to
Nets,
it.
right? And he
Mm-hmm.
signed to the Nets for 5 years. If the nigga
Mm-hmm.
didn't produce a championship in 5 years, you niggas would be trashing him, even if he fucking gave it all he got. Y'all niggas is
Yes.
fair weather
Yes, we
fans.
would. Yeah, that's what it
Right,
no.
my nigga. So
That's
that's
what
what
it's
I'm trying to
called.
say.
It's
You either
not a
gonna be
fair
a
weather
fan,
fan.
you gonna be a
Listen,
fan, or you not, bro.
First of all, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait, hold on. Let me answer Harlem's question. Wait, let me answer. First of all, you see the Knicks fan trash Carmelo Anthony, and he gave everything he had, Carmelo Anthony, and he didn't win a champion. They trashed him to this day. No. All right, don't listen. All right, so how the hell we feel?
Everybody don't feel that way, AP.
All right, no, but majority
everybody
do
don't
though.
feel that way, bro.
But my thing is,
you can't. No. You can't say majority. The Knicks fans y'all come across. Y'all niggas got to stop putting everybody in the same category, bro.
The majority is sweet. The owners do. What are you talking about?
No, bro.
Yo, Harlem, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yo, how old are y'all?
You can't say the majority, bro.
Hold on, let Reby go. Let Reby go. Let another Knicks go. Let another Knicks go.
Wait. Yo, SL, y'all don't know the majority of Knicks fans to say majority.
All right, so how you gonna say
nigga? Who's the majority? Y'all don't even know the fucking majority of Knicks fans to say majority, nigga. What are you talking about?
Social media, man.
Hold on. So wait. So you want to keep? So you want to keep? Hold on. Let me ask you a question. You want to keep Mikal Bridges on the Knicks? You don't want to trade it for KD next year?
Yo, bro. Again,
no. Answer the question. Do you want to trade it for KD next year?
Worse than Mikal. Hold on. I'm about to answer your question. Nick Claxton is worse than Bridges. And I still want to keep Nick Claxton, right?
All right, but we didn't spend. But listen, Harlem. We didn't spend 5 first-round picks on fucking Nick Claxton, nigga.
Jump in real
quick. That's the difference, nigga.
Can I jump in real quick?
Hold on, man, because I want to get to Eskimo. Hold on, let Ribby go in.
All right, because I'm tired of this. Oh, we didn't spend 5 round picks. What's good? I'm tired of this. Oh, we didn't spend because that's the narrative. Oh, we didn't spend 5 round picks for Mikal.
First round
picks.
Right.
First of all, one. Those are trash picks.
Bucks
no, we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. Wait. No. We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. These picks go all the way out. We don't know that. All right, go ahead.
Let him finish before y'all rebuttal, bro.
It's like no funny shit. It's like just hit me out. It's crazy because like no funny shit. Y'all the only like the only panel that just be cutting niggas off and don't let niggas that get they taken or nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, like yo, like. But anyways,
they don't like Knicks fans. That's why.
I know. But
no, y'all was. Yeah.
Let him finish.
Nah, I ain't say that.
Only thing we did. Bro, that was for fucking Brunson. If anybody don't know that, nigga, that was for Brunson. That's why I gave up all those 5 picks, my nigga, because that was Mikal. That was for Brunson.
We know.
Brunson wanted that, nigga. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't. What could?
Yo, listen, I'm not knocking Knicks fans for that.
Fuck it. You get what I'm saying? Like
I'm not knocking Knicks fans for that.
He had to do that. He wanted his man's, his best friend.
And that's a horrible.
That's it.
Once again, and that was a horrible move.
If one of your best friends wanted to come to the town,
hold on. Answer me one question.
Listen. Wait. Let me say this. You know what the worst thing the Nets did was put DeAndre Jordan first. Hold on. We listened to KD to get DeAndre Jordan playing instead of Jarrett Allen. That was the worst thing we could have ever did for the Nets. So it's criticism go both ways. Don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting here saying,
I'm just saying, AP, if you a fan, just be a fan, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like everybody.
All right, and fans are. No, listen. No. This is my. Hold up. Why can't criticize?
What you don't understand? If you are a fan, that doesn't mean you can't criticize the player that you got on a team.
My last question, and that's it. So let me.
We're not saying that, but we just saying if Bridges has a 30-point game 3, right? The same fans that got niggas saying criticizing him.
Okay, but the whole thing about it, listen, Jared Allen, like if you like Jared Allen, but the whole thing about I didn't like Jared Allen. I wanted Nick Claxton more than Jared Allen. You know why? Because Jared Allen is soft. Like how many times he got pushed over? Like Ben Simmons last time shoved him to the floor, and he tried to get up and act like a tough guy, and a whole bunch of guys stepped up like, "Yo,
This
you're
is
not
my
about
this
that
is my
life."
thing, Harlem. This is my thing, Harlem. When Mikal Bridges was here, when Mikal Bridges was here, Harlem, you called them dog water when Mikal Bridges was here. And for you to sit here and get mad that we criticize, and he not playing like dog water right now.
And he changed his tune.
Harlem and me, what's his name? We defended Mikal. We defend.
Hold on. Let me let Eskimo go, man. He's been relatively quiet there, man. Eskimo, go ahead, man.
Nice. What's up?
Nice. Educate Hoops on the draft, please. It needs a 101 course.
Draft is
nice.
Eskimo, you unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, that's why I came up here to educate.
Your stream sound a little choppy.
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
Let's go. Let I saw.
I do like Eskimo. I do like one player. I like Trey. Is it Trey Johnson? I think I like him. Yeah. But other than that, man, the rest of them is like,
Oh my gosh, this guy's crazy.
How could you say that?
You know what's called for?
You know, we gotta analyze players together so I can put you on the players. Like, I think your vision going bad early, bro.
I just need to reports, man.
You know what I mean? I think your vision going
No, you
bad.
admit you know.
Of course. You read other people, you don't even look yourself. That's the problem.
All he does is read scouting reports. That's it. You gotta watch it.
That's his downfall.
Hold on, let Eskimo go. Hold on. So wait, Eskimo, let me ask you a question. You think the Knicks made a mistake giving up those 5 draft picks, and this is actually a deep draft, and Mikal Bridges was a mistake? And let me get your
You mean you don't make no sense when
Everyone quiet. Everyone quiet. Let us go. Let him.
I know his question don't make sense though. But go ahead.
I got it. Anytime you give up, right, over 5 draft picks for anybody, right? You kind of, if they're not like on KD level or anything like that, you already messed up, right? So you messed up. No matter what it is, too many picks. The picks is just opportunities, right? So just say you land somebody decent in this year's draft, right? That's around Mikal's, level or higher. That's not a win because you still got more picks left. That's a win, right? So it's a win. So
but like historically, picks.
No, don't say historically, bro. We don't know what's going. We don't know. We don't know. Yo, listen. Stop doing.
Come on, man.
He loosey goosey.
Yo, man. Yo, Hoops, man. I can't believe you say this
right now. And he's been picked at what? Which Sengun got picked?
Say it again, though. I want to hear the question. I ain't hear it.
It was a lottery pick. Nah, BK said, players in the 20s don't turn out to be good players. And you don't know that.
I said historically.
Nikola was picked in the
second round. No, we trying to make that point to BK. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know.
No, I understand that.
For you to say that BK and not even give it a chance is crazy. Like you don't have a crystal ball. Please give me the lottery numbers if you do, because I want to win.
AP, he said Dylan Harper is D-Lo, and he said Ace Bailey ain't gonna get a second contract. Like after that, man, I was like, this guy's just
remember you were saying Cooper Flag was trash.
Are you serious?
He said that. He did. He said I see Dylan Harper as the next D-Lo potentially if he doesn't play well.
Do you watch Dylan Harper play? Dylan Harper at worst is kicking.
Worse.
At worst, he's Kate Cunningham. Do you watch his game?
Bro,
do you watch his game? I went to the Raptors game 3 times this year.
You said his potential was Donovan Mitchell.
Yo, you know what he said? He said it would take Cooper Flag. You know what he said? He said it would take Cooper Flag 4 years to go offense.
It's gonna be different, man. No, I can put my money on that shit. I swear to God, I can put my money on Dylan
ashamed
Carter.
of yourself, BK. You should be ashamed of yourself because you said Cooper Flag wasn't going to be nothing either. So
Yo,
remember
before he
all the
started
stuff
liking
you
his
said.
game, he said that. He said it would
No,
take him 4 years to develop offense.
He could use another year in college and then.
No. You didn't. You just
You
said
believe that? He
no.
actually believed that. He believed Cooper would stay back a year. I told you it was
Man,
publicity.
I already
You say,
said
oh,
Cooper Flag is Scottie Pippen 2.0. And Scottie Pippen is Hall of Famer. Ain't nobody going to Hall
Listen,
of
to
Fame for no
BK's
reason.
credit, he switched up. He said he could be Jaylen Brown. So
Scottie Pippen is a goddamn good player.
In like 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Yeah,
If
but
we get
BK,
Cooper
all I'm
Flag,
saying
I'll be
is
doing backflips
we
over
don't
here. Are you
know.
serious?
We don't know what play is gonna be for you to sit here and trash the draft picks before they're not even in college or high school
Cooper
yet.
Flag was
And you sitting there
busting ass
trashing the
over
draft
AJ
picks.
DeBonce and everybody else.
Hold on, I'm just looking at like a lot of things with Cooper
No,
Flag.
you
like,
can't.
Oh,
No. Oh, with Cooper Flag. All right. Well,
yeah, man. I mean, damn. All right.
no. Let me speak. Nah, I thought you was talking about something.
He's
better than Brandon Miller too.
I got a question, AP. So if Cooper Flag dog water, you gonna come up here and apologize?
Apologize.
Cooper Flag hater.
Well,
this dude hates Cooper Flag,
listen,
man.
listen. Listen. All right,
Yeah,
listen.
they honest,
If we
dude.
do,
You just hate him.
no. Let me just say this: if we do draft the bus, yes. Even though everybody say he was in the movie, yes, I would say yes. I wouldn't be mad. I would be very mad.
I'm not even talking about him being on. I'm not even talking about him being on the Nets. Fuck him coming to Brooklyn. If he just coming to the NBA and he's dog water in general, are you gonna come on this podcast and tell me and BK that we was right? Because we both think.
Oh yeah. First of all, it takes more than 1 year. So the first year, I would still say, he ain't good this year. And
So
then
hold
later
on,
in the years,
what bus means? It's like Zion Williams, or it's like
No.
I'm just
even more.
I know.
So listen.
I mean, Zion is a
ain't
bust.
no
Listen.
He is a bust, man.
Sure about that play one?
No,
John, you know
Zion
about
didn't live up to his expectations. Let's not do that, okay?
He's a bust then.
SL, listen, SL. Yo, listen, SL. Kobe White, right? On Chicago, he's averaging 19 a game, right? So let's just say 20, right? He's averaging 20.
He had an amazing year this year.
Right. Look. If Cooper Flag, right, can average 20 a game, right? He's a good player, but that would still be role player. If Cooper
No. That's a role.
No, it's not.
Hold on, Scotty Barnes
is not a role player.
First
of all,
he's averaging 19 and he was an all-star.
One at a time.
He's not. Nah.
So Scottie Pippen never averaged like 20
over 20
points.
Scottie Pippen a role player?
Is Scottie Pippen a role player?
He ain't no superstar. He a role player.
You're bugging.
He didn't
You got it.
It's the Hall of
Yo, BK Hoops, is Scottie Pippen a role player? BK Hoops, is Scottie Pippen a role
First team
player?
all NBA, but he's a role player.
No.
First team all NBA.
Okay, all right.
This is the same guy saying God jail.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody on the same page here, because that's a role player. If a Hall of Famer,
like guys like Rodman, Tony Kukoc,
if a Hall of Famer is a role player, then I don't know what to say.
Hey, yo, AP, let me ask you a question, right? A superstar should be able to lead his team to a championship, correct? Yes or no?
No.
Not all the time, no.
You guys, listen.
No.
Y'all keep
It's a team sport. It's a team sport, bro.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
KD,
Anthony Edwards is
KD lead us to a championship?
If you take
so hold on,
Pippen off the
Allen
board,
Iverson is a superstar. Is he a superstar or not? Right? That's what you asked me.
And he took his team.
Did he win? Did he win?
Carmelo Anthony is a superstar. Is he a superstar or not?
You said when. You said when.
But
you said
he
when.
never took his team to no title though. So what? It don't matter. He took them to a chip. Scotty never did that. Nigga, AI did that. Scotty didn't do that.
First of all, Scotty Listen. We can't. We sitting there.
Set the record straight, AP. AP, set the record straight, AP. We're listening.
First of all,
Is
it's a lot
Reggie
of.
Miller a superstar?
Stop it.
Is Reggie Miller a superstar? Because he went to the finals.
It's
He was
Carmelo
the best player on that
superstar.
finals
Kevin
team.
Garnett. What are we talking about?
It's
Kevin Garnett is a superstar.
It's Carmelo superstar.
Wait. No,
Yo,
Reggie Miller had
is
Jermaine
Pascal
O'Neal.
a
And that
superstar?
little 02,
No,
he was like 19.
What are you talking about?
He was 19.
Is Carmelo Anthony a superstar?
Yes, he is a superstar.
Yeah.
So why he ain't lead his team to the championship?
Yo, bro.
Let me ask y'all a
man.
question. Is Pascal a superstar?
Hell no.
He led his team to the fight.
Nah, he's
not a fourth option. He's a second option.
Yo, bro,
He a
he's a
role player.
high-end role player, man.
He's a high-end role player.
He not
to
a.
the finals.
He not a superstar. See, like Kawhi is a superstar.
Bro, Scotty was a high-end role player.
So why KD? Why KD never let his team? Why KD never let his team to the chip then?
Yo, SL. So let's stay right there, SL. Let's stay right there, SL. I'm about to debate you. So let's stay right there.
Okay, go ahead.
You said Scotty.
Don't take all this money,
right?
Adar.
Wait. Hey, yo, nobody jumping, right? You said Scotty is superstar, right? We all know Charles Barkley is superstar. So you telling me Scotty was on Charles Barkley level? Scotty was on Charles Barkley level?
It's different type of superstars though, bro. Like
exactly.
First team all NBA. First team all NBA. First team all NBA.
Scotty Pippen was an elite defensive player, bro.
Anybody see what Molly just wrote on Twitter?
Mind your business.
No, go ahead, Harlem. Go ahead.
SL, was Scotty on Charles Barkley level, bro? Because you say he's a superstar. Is he on Charles Barkley level?
On offensive end, no, but on defensive end,
I would take Scotty.
on defensive end, he was.
You would take Scotty over Charles Barkley, my nigga?
Yes,
Depending on the team that I got, I will take
He said on defense. On defense.
Superstar, bro.
This is crazy, bro. Oh my goodness.
He was a cold
What
on
are you
defense.
talking about?
Barkley was terrible on defense.
First ballot Hall of Famer, first team All NBA. Are you serious? You talking about Scottie Pippen?
Yo, bro, I'm just talking about.
Let's not try Scottie Pippen. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Ain't nobody.
Role player.
Bro, nobody's taking Scottie Pippen over Charles Barkley, bro. You crazy?
It depends on what it depends on what type of team you making.
Harlem, is Scotty better than Draymond?
Yes, of course.
My nigga, it's a lot of niggas better than Draymond. You crazy?
But is Draymond a role player or a superstar?
He's a role player.
Role player.
Who, Draymond?
Is he?
He's a star in his role.
Like think about it. Without him, he would have. Golden State would have never got those rings.
Draymond role play. Yo, bro, we not about to.
Draymond is a role player,
bro. Draymond is certified role player, my nigga. Stop it, bro.
Well, his defense is very good.
He's a high caliber.
Well, he might win defensive player of the year this year.
Best thing would be to say
I don't know, man. Houston right now. I mean, Golden State's getting spanked right now, man.
What that got to do with the regular season, bro?
Thompson. Wait, who kept him on Thompson? You got
Don't do that, DK, because you disappeared. You disappeared when the Rockets lost. You ain't even show up when the Rockets lost. So don't do that.
No, AP Weber's got him on Thompson, so he had 3 fouls in 2 minutes.
Talking about Bob Thompson is locking down everybody.
Man, Hoops, you gotta take that one back.
Golden State did what they gotta do. They got one game. They're gonna go home, spank the Rockets.
Yo, AP, you right, AP. He only show up when Houston win, my nigga.
Yeah, I swear to God, bro. That was like 3 days ago. Nigga, you fell asleep for 3 days.
Ask Harlem a question. Harlem.
Who this talking?
Makes a superstar.
Ice.
Hold up. Scottie Pippen has 7 NBA All-Stars. He has 93, 98 all NBA, 92, 97 all NBA, and a 3-time all NBA 94, 96. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that not a superstar type thing to have all NBA? How much all NBA players get right now?
That's the definition of a superstar. Are you serious?
All right,
come on.
There it is.
No, that's not. No. That's not a superstar. You know why, Ice?
Are you serious?
Oh my God.
You see the sound
Hey, let me
voice,
talk to
man.
Ice.
It's
Let me talk
crazy.
to Ice.
Write those stats to you,
Hey, let
bro.
me
He's an
talk to Ice,
all
right?
NBA player.
Yo, Ice, listen though, right? You because like you older than me, right? Me and you both seen
Yeah.
with our own eyes when Jordan left, Scotty struggled, right? So he didn't have that type of Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony superstar
let me
gene
ask you
as them
something,
guys.
Harlem. Is
He
Scotty
looked
hold
better.
on, is Scotty
You know
Pippen
what I'm
better
saying?
than
That's what I'm
Bronson?
trying to
Is Scotty Pippen better than Bronson?
say. Jalen Brunson?
Yes.
Overall, probably, yeah. He's taller, he's more physical. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, bro, listen, in my opinion, Scotty looks better next to a legit superstar rather than him being a number one. We seen him look very good next to Jordan, and then he looked very regular when Jordan wasn't there. That's
Wait,
all
so
I'm
after
saying.
this is role he did play with superstar? Whoa. He did his role perfectly next to Jordan.
He was
And they
actually
won
good
multiple
without
titles.
Jordan too, so don't get it twisted. He was good without Jordan.
Bro, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying as a number one. No, he's a Scottie Pippen, nigga. He a high-end role player. He a high-end
Oh
role
my
player,
God.
bro.
So
And
you got
Scottie Pippen and Jalen Williams. Come on, man. Stop.
So let me ask you
yo,
something. Hold
bro,
on. So Giannis
Scottie
going
Pippen is
to
better
the
than
Nets,
Jalen
man.
Williams, but I'm saying Jalen Williams is a high-end role player, bro. That's it. Like, yo, bro, listen. Like, at the end of the day, right? Jalen Green, right? Sengun is the best player on Houston, in my opinion, right? But who gets they shot easier? Jalen Green, right? So when the game's on the line, Jalen Green is their main option, right? But Jalen Green ain't no fucking superstar, bro. He's a high-end role player, bro. He's a superstar.
Nah, he's
Jalen
wilding right now.
Yo, you talking about shit about
What you
Jalen
talking
Green?
about?
He has
He a
27
role player.
points.
Bro, Jalen
Yo,
Green a
what happened
role
that
player,
first
bro.
game with
He ain't no
Jalen Green,
superstar.
man?
Jalen Green is not an all-star, bro.
He will be in the next
Jalen
couple of
Green is
years.
a
No, he
high-end
won't.
role
He
player.
bro,
No, he
BK,
not.
did you
No,
watch
he
that
not.
game
No, he
one
not,
day when
bro.
they played?
No, he not, bro. You saying anything at this point?
Yo, seriously.
Them takes is crazy, Harlem.
Who's saying anything at this point?
Yo, bro, because first you said Amar Thompson is a lockdown defender. He was locking down everybody. He got cooked by Curry the first game, and then you
What
quiet.
happened with
You go
Thompson,
run.
man? Yo, Hoops,
I mean,
come on tonight,
so
man.
all of this stuff you be saying, you say a lot of hot takes. You got to chill a little bit. You feel me, BK?
Those
That's
are
it.
clickbait takes. Those are clickbait takes.
He caused Steph Curry to turn the ball over right now, man.
All right. So listen,
man.
come on, really. So he got all right. So what happened the first game? We got cooked. All that lockdown defense shit. One game. We was telling you that. No, and then we tell you that when they played in the regular season.
Like Houston won the season series against the.
So you think Houston gonna get? You said Houston gonna go to the finals. You think Houston gonna go to the finals?
BK, don't compare regular season.
Now, see, now you changed up. You said Houston was gonna go to the finals. Now you say that.
I changed my thing. I said
What?
Wait, what'd you say? You changed?
Yo,
I said they're going to go to the Western Conference Finals.
No, they not.
They'll be
You said the
first round.
Rockets. You said the Rockets. Who?
Wow. They're gonna beat OKC.
Sean Kemp a superstar, EP?
He's a star. I don't want to say superstar.
Yo, all right. So look, bro, right? So
hold on, man. Yo, Houston and Golden State, man. Who you got the coaching edge over? Udoka or Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr.
Like I said, Steve Kerr. I mean,
bro. I'm gonna say Steve Kerr because he got what, like 7 as a player. He got 4 as a coach. I mean, Udoka ain't do shit yet, bro. So it's like, this nigga got 10 rings.
You ain't even. Don't tell me go pick Udoka.
You know Udoka got championships as a player too, right?
Nah,
I mean, Steve Kerr got a Steve Kerr.
He don't have as many though. He only got
if Golden State loses the series,
Even Udoka played in the same San Antonio Spurs
Listen,
team.
listen. You got to stand up to your word. You said the Rockets going to the Western Conference Finals. You said the Rockets going to the Western Conference Finals. So until they do that,
no. I said no. What I said was if Golden State loses this series, which I think they will.
You didn't say if words. You were talking about the Rockets.
You ain't say that.
You weren't mentioning.
You said the Rockets. Exactly. You didn't mention the word.
I already told you.
Hold on.
Take my friendly bet.
I was saying the coaching edge. So I'm
Take
like,
my-
No, I'm asking you. No, you said the Rockets going to the Western Conference Final, right? Yes or no?
Yo, he said Ahmad Thompson was leading the
all right.
charge,
Well,
man. I heard you say that.
and that's your pick. That's your pick for this year, the Western Conference Final. So if they don't,
I'm going with Houston. They just got
who?
What?
And the Rockets play the Clippers or the Nuggets in the second if they go to the second round. You think they're gonna get past them?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
I hear that.
They got like length. They got athleticism.
All right. Well, I'm gonna quote you for that.
That's all they got.
Yo, first of all,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If they play the Nuggets, they might go home with 5, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they don't got nobody that could guard Jokic. They don't got nobody that could
the
guard
only reason they're winning because Jimmy Butler ain't playing. That's what it is.
Michael Porter.
No, he gonna say.
Yo, bro, like that's a nightmare matchup for
Hold
Houston.
on. Are you really gonna undersell Joker against this Rockets team? Who's stopping him? Is your guy saying who really gonna stop Nikola BK? Be honest.
What I'm saying. Look at what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't want 20 questions. Yes or no?
I don't think Denver's coming out that series.
So many. They ever
Oh my God. Yes or no?
First of all, Zubac was shut down Şengün. Zubac was shut down Şengün.
They gotta try to shut the other guys down. They could put Zubac at the switches.
Kawhi Leonard could shut down whoever on that team. So what are you talking about?
He can't shut down everybody.
Oh man! All right, I mean, shit.
Yo, he's just deflecting, AP. You don't even answer the question. I said Şengün to stop Nikola. He said, "Oh no."
No, first of all, I don't think much of them Denver is coming out that series.
Totally young, man. They got like Dylan Brooks. They got some veterans.
Oh, Brooks, come on, man. That guy's
It's not a total young team though. They got veterans in there. That's
so you saying they're going? The max is the Western Conference Finals. Okay. Well, I would like to see that. And if they don't make it, then what you gonna say?
Why it didn't make it, but Jalen Green has to play with his head on a swivel, though, man. I mean, if he could just play the right way, don't force shots, and take the defense.
BK, what is Jalen Green's window to you? Star, co-star, third option, superstar? Like, what is he? What is the ceiling for him?
I'm not trying to throw for nothing.
Wait, what is it?
Poor man's like Anthony Edwards, right?
What? No, come on! Don't tell me you just said that. Don't tell me you just said Edwards. Put the mic. Oh my God!
Out of control. Hold on. This is why people can't find nobody in the draft right now, bro.
You were strings, bro. You go to the strings, bro. You said Anthony. You said Anthony Edwards, though. Anthony Edwards.
AP, did you record that? AP? Yo, I think I got a migraine from that.
I said he's not Ant-Man. I mean, he's like
You just say it was. Yo, stop, BK. Stop.
Yo, just that. Yo, BK, just stop. Yo, you tripping your own stuff up, BK. Just stop talking, man.
Even Jalen Green was looking at you like you crazy, bro.
No, not
a problem, man.
Listen, you got hope for all the other players, but anybody in the draft. You don't know what they could be, and for you to sit there and do that is crazy. Like
we got to see it. That's the thing.
That's what we've been telling you, and you say it's a bust.
All right, we ain't seen from Jalen Green, and what 4 years we ain't seen for Jalen Green. 4 years now. What is he a bust?
He's starting to play the game.
Now he's starting. You drafted. So how you gonna sit there and say somebody coming out of high school or college is the same way? You ain't giving them 4 years either, like Jalen Green.
Facts.
Oh my God!
Exactly. Good take.
Work.
We knew Jalen Green had talent. Again, it's just the playmaking, right? Him playing without being able to play off the basketball, which he's starting to do.
Look, BK, my thing to you is don't judge the draft pick so harshly right away. You don't know what they could be.
Listen, I'm looking at what paid NBA scouts are actually saying about these players and their comparisons, man. That's all I'm doing.
They get it wrong.
BK.
If you look at Paolo Carroll, for instance, right? Like,
oh my God, you
named the extreme You name
BK.
extreme circumstances. You don't name some players that end up being good or some players like Ben Simmons was supposed to be this old worldly kind of guy. He didn't even live up to that. So that don't mean nothing.
Yo, stop with the All-Star team. He's a bust. Stop it. Just call
Please,
it.
let's not bring up Ben Simmons.
Don't
bro.
matter. He didn't do
So
nothing.
wait, BK, you think Ben Simmons gonna make it to the Hall of Fame?
Please, no, bro, back then. Please, we forgot about bro back then.
He's gonna make
Ben Simmons gonna make it to the Hall of Fame.
The Hollywood
Okay,
Walk of
okay.
Fame. Yo, AP, he's gonna make the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah. He won't even make that.
Back then again. Are you serious?
He's not even, he might make the Magala Hall of Fame, but he ain't again.
Seriously, AP, it's Ben Madoff with your money, Simmons.
All-Star game is a popularity thing.
Thank you, Scott.
What's up,
Thank
Scott?
you. Here we go.
Come on, man. I ain't seen you for a minute. Come on, what's up?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even all the way respect the Hall of Fame, bro, because this nigga's in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame.
Who?
No, but the Hall of Fame. Harlem. The Hall of Fame is throughout your whole career. Hold on. It's high school, it's college, and it's the NBA. So it's not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So it's different from the NFL. Like they got their own shit. So like it's throughout your whole career. Like
that's the players.
All the Rockets player one. All the Rockets got to do is just play team basketball, play the right way.
The Rockets don't have enough firepower, bro.
They got a lot of firepower. What are you talking about?
Almost.
They got a lot of firepower.
Yo,
listen. Yes,
when you look at Golden State only got bro. Golden State is another Lakers. They got
hold on. Okay, listen. When you got Fred VanVleet as your point guard, you got issues.
Why?
That's why I'm saying.
No, he's a good.
That's what I said. They will be first round exit.
So who's a superstar? BK, who's a superstar on the Rockets, bro? Who's a superstar on the Rockets?
Sengun.
94 feet.
That's why he's capping on him. He dick riding Sengun.
Pause!
Sengun made an all-star team, dude.
Yo, nigga said Paul.
Yeah, he is. He's nice, but he ain't franchise guy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, all right, BK, can Sengun
It's all
stop?
about Claxton right now. Because we already know how what's his name? BK already talking about what's his name, Claxton, and he wants like Sengun type player. That's why I just brought that up.
You gotta listen. You gotta look at the power forwards and a lot of the senses.
Yeah, Sengun is way better than Claxton. I'm not disputing it. He's way better. I'm not, but Sengun as your like second or third option, I'm not sure you can win a championship with that unless you got. I'm not sure.
Like I said, Sengun is not a superstar. Sengun is not a superstar, buddy.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Let him grow. Let him grow. Let him see.
Yeah. I'm saying right now he ain't. Right now he ain't.
If you're talking about the best star potential on that team, it's probably Sengun right now. But you need somebody else. You definitely need somebody else.
Remember last year?
You know what? You know what? Jonathan Harlem is right. You know basketball, man.
No, stop. No, because you were saying Ahmad Thompson was going to lead the way. The dude got on the bench for 2 minutes. No, you did. You say he was a first option on those nights. That's the first option. Get out of here, BK. Take the toilet paper and wipe that away.
What is Ahmad Thompson? What option is Ahmad Thompson?
Yeah, come on.
He's a fourth option. He's not.
No, you say he played like the number one option. I heard you and some other people say that night.
He's not an offensive option, bro. He's not an offensive option.
He can give you some scoring.
Oh, here we go.
I tell you what, he's better than Nick Claxton in scoring.
I mean, he's a perimeter. He's a perimeter.
Way better than Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton is second round pick who shouldn't be in NBA.
First of all, Claxton made more threes than Ben Simmons this year.
AP, stop, please. Don't.
Hold on, let Eskimo go.
You like saying?
Hey, Davey, what's going on, bro?
You don't think Derek Queen will be a good pickup for the Nets in the draft if you like Sengun?
I don't, because they saying like he have explosive athleticism. And
they said the same thing. Did they say the same thing about Sengun?
Oh my God!
Sengun can actually move laterally. I mean, he's not the best.
But they said the same. They said the same thing in the draft.
0-10.
No, so what they said about Sengun was that he was too small for a center. center. He's 240 pounds. That was a knock against Şengün. Like, he's not like Jokic, like 250, 280.
And he's too slow. Is Şengün athletic?
Semi-athletic.
Not really. He's a slow defender. He's a slow defender. He's a slow defender.
He'll dunk on you. Go watch the highlights. He can dunk on you. He can move.
He can dunk, but I mean,
of course. Any NBA play better dunk on you, nigga.
Athletic, we're talking about Dwight Howard athletic, okay?
If that argument the guy could dunk on you, is that a real argument? Or is this like spoof stuff at this point?
Yo, Jonathan, man, I was trying to.
No, because you just said the guy could dunk on AP. Once you start using AP as your argument, you kind of lost the argument.
What are you talking about?
We'll save it for another time.
What are you talking about, Jonathan? You okay, man?
No, because you're acting like Şengün is a superstar right now when we don't know if he is. He's probably the second or third guy right now. But he's the best thing you have right now.
Like, when the game slows down, he can give you a scoring in the half court. You know?
Yeah, but is he stopping Nikola Joker if they face the Nuggets, BK? You didn't answer my question. You're saying good stopping him.
There's nobody stopping Jokic, man.
Thank you. An honest answer. Thank God. It took 20 minutes to get that out of you.
Hold on. Jokic had a 61-point game and still lost. They had 61.
Yeah.
They lost.
Versus Washington Wizards.
You talking about the Wizards game? Come on, stop.
So you're saying that Houston is a better team?
They got better. The team, the pieces are better. Like, their pieces are better than.
But they're young. But they're young, though. They're young, though.
So you said Houston better than Denver. They're not better than Denver.
It's wild.
Like, do too much. Like, try to.
So
play
do you think?
basketball?
So you do? Do you think Jokic can play it the right way? Because he seems
Don't look
to be
now, but
very talented.
Golden State is coming back. Okay.
I'm saying if they face Denver, their biggest challenge is somebody who's so big that they have to double, and he's extremely talented.
I agree. That's why you probably double him.
Usually that wins in the playoffs. Usually that wins in the playoffs.
The Rockets not getting. The Rockets not. The Rockets not getting out the second round. Rockets not getting out the second round.
The first round. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
I doubt the second round.
My thing about Denver is if you have Russell Westbrook on your team, you're not a serious.
That don't mean shit. All right, and Russell Westbrook won them the first game, nigga.
Talent. Hey, yo, he didn't mention that AP good on you, AP, for if you watch the game. Good for you, AP.
Yo,
Russell Westbrook is like
they're gonna be ready, man. Denver gonna be ready.
No, you know what BK's not mentioning? It's for some of these guys in the Rockets team, it's their first time in the playoff soups. You need experience. Just having vets on the bench don't guarantee that.
I just wonder why everybody keeps saying like Denver is going to be there. Like we're questioning James Harden or Kawhi Leonard health. Like,
that's true. The Clippers might do it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like I said, the Clippers and the Nuggets is beating the fucking Rockets.
Yeah, both of them
Clippers are a really good team. Like, I swear.
Yeah, I agree.
They're really good team. Like, if they can stay healthy, they got Kawhi Leonard. I swear to God, they can come. They can beat
Denver.
Nah, they can beat OKC.
They have a better defensive system.
OKC is a different animal, man. That shit versus.
Wait, get an assistant,
man.
Wait.
Email you don't
Stop it, Hoops. Stop.
Yeah, and listen,
I'm the only one up here that said OKC is gonna win the West, bro. And right now, don't nobody look like they could beat OKC, bro.
If Chet Holmgren is gonna stay healthy,
like I told you,
Celtics, whoever that is.
Like I said, nobody being the Celtics, bro.
What I want y'all guys to do,
stop it. It's one of the worst services. Stop it.
I want y'all guys to watch these playoffs, right?
John, you see what's his name? Chet and I Heart doing versus what's his name? Grizzlies? They making them look like they got bigs. Like Memphis plays big.
Playing with them. Let's be honest. OKC's playing with Memphis. Jaws on a bad leg. They're done. They got nothing to fight that with.
Well, they got this G and J Dub, but what's his name? Chet.
Yo, the only team
Celtics ain't got no answer. Like who you gonna put? Al
the
Horford
Celtics
and
played.
Kristaps
Celtics
Porzingis?
played.
No,
Celtics,
you can't.
first of all, the Celtics got mad experience.
Wait,
I think the
BK,
Celtics could
they
beat
can't.
them.
BK, I have a question for you. Who is the best defender on the Rockets to you? Who's the best defender, BK?
OKC beat them.
Wait, one second, BK. Who's the best defender on the Rockets right now? In your mind,
Amen Thompson.
and is he going to stop? And is he going to stop Shea for 4 quarters if they face him?
No.
He's going to mess up his efficiency.
First of all,
oh my gosh! Come on.
All right, so can Jalen Green cook Kawhi Leonard?
Yes, nigga.
No.
Yeah,
Nobody can cook Kawhi Leonard. We already LeBron in his prime couldn't cook Kawhi Leonard. What are you talking about?
AP, I had thought that you meant
Jalen.
Nah, I said Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
Yeah, he said Jalen Green.
I said Jalen Green. Jalen Green.
Yo, Lakey was good, man. Jalen Green's first step is insane, man. Like Kawhi's not gonna be able to just guard him single coverage like that.
Man.
Nah, you want single coverage, nigga.
Yo, the
Kawhi
Rockies
big
strapped to Jalen Green.
First of all,
He should give you a raise. The Rockies strapped to Jalen Green, man. He should give you a raise. Oops, so this is crazy.
First of all, who's guarding James Harden on the Rockets? Who's guarding James Harden on the Rockets?
That's the question. Who's stopping Shea? Amon Thompson. Who's stopping Harden? Oh, Amon Thompson. Really, Hoops? If Amon Thompson's their best defender, it's going to be a long day at the office for them. That's all I got to say.
I mean, it's a gamble. Like I'm watching the game now, man. But like,
they don't have Jimmy Butler playing, and they still making it a game.
Yo, did you see what happened to Butler, man? That was nasty. What happened to Butler?
It's still a game.
Whoa.
That was Draymond Green fault.
Cam Whitmore to come and guard James Harden, bro. That's what you want.
Wait, who's guarding James Harden?
What you say? Cam Whitmore, bro.
Whitmore?
Look at your man. Look at your man Şengün flopping, man. Your man Şengün's a flop.
Listen, the Rockets have some pieces, but they don't have a complete offense.
They got a bunch of talents, but they got pieces. Like Houston got pieces, but they need to be placed on the right teams. Like
exactly,
if you put them on the same team,
normally the team
it's
with the
malpractice.
Normally the team with the better offensive and defensive rating is actually going to really kind of win. So
no. First, you don't know. You don't know.
Stop.
And you think the Rockets is? You think the Rockets is beat? Man, yo. So you think the Rockets could beat OKC? BK?
It would go like I think maybe 6-7 games, man.
Somebody stop this, please. This guy's crazy.
The first matchup, man. Like,
BK, I know you like Şengün.
Man,
go ahead.
It was a matchup problem on the last.
What you smoking?
If it was a matchup problem,
that was the regular season, though, BK.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the topic. Scott, what you think about what's his name, Giannis, and what coming to Brooklyn?
New York, man. He's in love with New York. He has some business.
Scott, what you think?
The Knicks?
No. Now we don't know what team.
Brooklyn. Brian Lewis reported.
No, we don't need him. We don't need him.
Why not?
We just don't need him.
He'll make the
He's
podcast
not in the timeline for anything that's
Hold on. He'll make the podcast more interesting, though, man.
Oh yeah, but I ain't worried about that.
I ain't worried about that, bro.
You ain't worried about
that. No, first of all, the podcast is interesting. Just right? Yeah, I mean,
it's interesting, man. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So what are you talking about?
Guys. As much as I love the next. Yeah, go ahead. Finish up. Well, let me finish up all of them. Then you can
and I feel sorry if the Knicks go for him.
No, so what I'm saying is that
first of all, the Knicks don't got assets. The Knicks don't got assets, man.
Yeah, because they're going to give up everything.
Listen. In the NFL, it's about the teams, right?
NFL.
Yeah, it's about the teams.
Oh my
NFL.
We're talking about quarterback.
I love my Nets. Hold on, I love my Nets, but right now,
first of all,
yeah.
First of all, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand, BK. We would give up our picks and players. We will not have a team around Giannis. We would be worse than the Bucks. So for you to even say that is kind of crazy.
But you gotta get the players, man. Like you think?
No, you can't get the players. Our timeline. He's gonna be 31.
It's 2020. It's free agents up there.
Nah.
Yo. Yo, AP,
I'm not giving
listen,
up
bro. Yo,
too
the
much
Nets
stuff,
ain't
man.
winning no time soon, bro.
And the
Here we
Knicks
go.
ain't
Here's the
either.
bias. Here's the bias
And
take. Here's the
let me
bias
tell you
take coming
something.
from the Knicks
Let me
guy.
tell
Here we go.
wait. Let me tell you
bro,
something. The Knicks
Listen,
ain't
bias
either.
take.
The Knicks fucked up big time, giving 5 picks to
listen.
Mikal Bridges.
Yo,
The
Yo,
worst
AP,
game.
AP,
First of
yo,
all,
AP,
no,
AP,
listen,
wait,
Harlem.
wait, wait, AP.
Harlem, listen, wait, Harlem. I give you this. Yo, if they spent 5 picks
Bro.
for Giannis, they could have got 5 picks for Giannis if they
Yo,
would have waited for Giannis.
AP, be honest. I did a good job building up Mikel's value for those 6 picks, man. I
Oh
put in a lot of work for that.
it was a lot of. And I'm
got the
surprised at
tickets.
Harlem because Harlem
I
called
don't
them
know why
dog
you guys
water.
are so hyped about picks
The Nets
in the
need to go
20s.
back.
No,
BK,
it's
the
not.
first pick
First
is
of all,
under 20. The Bucks pick is at 19. So
Yo,
stop
Oh,
that.
AP, listen.
wow.
What
all right.
who's getting
Wow.
who y'all getting
Yo,
in the
let me
19th
wait.
pick?
Listen.
Let
That's
me
for
let
us
me
to
let me
figure
hold
out.
on. Let
That's
me
the job
wait.
that you've been watching the draft stuff
Let me
lately.
say this real quick. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. You know,
Y'all
19th is.
gotta
You know,
rebuild it.
wait. Let me say this. You know, 19th is the lowest pick Brooklyn ever had in its history. Brooklyn Nets in its history. The 19th pick is the lowest Sean Marks ever had. So y'all can see we never had draft picks in Brooklyn as the Brooklyn Nets lower than 19.
We never had a lottery pick in Brooklyn.
We never
Guess
had
what?
a
Stuff happened
lottery.
this year.
All right,
So,
So
a lot of firsts.
Listen, guys.
Listen,
What?
bro.
Players
Yo,
have
AP.
to be there,
19.
man.
The
Hold
Nets
on.
need to go
Cam
back
listen, we
Thomas
don't
was
know.
22,
where they
right?
got real
No,
teams
Cam Thomas
at,
was
bro.
27.
No,
Brooklyn
wait,
don't
listen.
got no teams, bro.
OKC
Send them niggas
showing
back to
everybody.
Jersey, man.
Cam Thomas was
OKC,
27.
OKC is showing you that there's a change coming in the NBA.
First of all, the new
Right now is a good time to have
First of all,
change.
Scott,
the
you know what I
new
think?
CBA.
The way things going and the way Brian Lewis keep reporting, like, you know, the pattern last year, there was talks about like, yo, listen, Mikhail is going to get traded to Houston, San Antonio Knicks, like Houston, San Antonio Knicks. And all of a sudden, he got traded to the Knicks. We keep hearing from Brian Lewis. It's like Giannis is coming to New York. Giannis coming to New York. Like, there's something coming. Like, there's conversation taking place. We know, like, you can't dispute that. But the whole thing about it, it's like, if this draft, let's say, if this draft,
You're not coming
like,
to Brooklyn.
I swear to God, like ratings are down. If you put white kid, if you put white kid like Cooper Flag in New York, in Brooklyn, if you put a white kid like a Caucasian guy in New York, like,
yo, AP, I don't understand you, bro.
I gotta listen. Like, I was having conversation with Lee for that point, and I was like, "Listen, we're not getting." And I took a bet with what's his name? I'm blocking out right now, but I took a bet with the other guy. So me and Lee had the conversation, like, if
you was on here crying, bro.
Nah, if Cooper Flag coming to New York, then there's I believe in frozen envelopes. I believe in frozen envelopes. Like, if they're gonna put Cooper Flag over here, then you're gonna put Giannis over here too. And then Cam Thomas, like Nick Claxton.
All right, so look. Yo, AP,
I mean, that's a playoff team right off the bat. We've already seen Giannis can take you to the playoffs. He will take you to.
Yo, you was on here crying. You was crying to BK about, yo, you and DJ, y'all don't want nobody in Brooklyn, right? So who
right,
do
nigga,
want?
ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
No. First of all, I didn't. No, that wasn't the argument. No, y'all said nobody would ever want to come to Brooklyn. I said yes, they would.
Yes,
that was the whole argument. Just because. Wait. Let me finish. Just because. Listen, just because I don't want Giannis doesn't mean other players don't want to come here. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, listen, you can get players to come here. It's like, what players are coming here, man?
The best option. He would be the
There's
best.
going to be
No, he don't fit. First of all, like BK said before. No. Listen to what I'm saying. Like BK said before, we have to build a team around Giannis. Would take much. First of all, Giannis is a certain type of player, so he can't play. He got to play a certain type of way. And first of all, I don't even want that superstar route shit where we gotta get an old superstar like
nah, we don't need
Put me on that page. Put me on that list.
Bro, you know what I realized about Brooklyn niggas? Yo, bro, Brooklyn niggas is content losing, bro. Like I get that.
No, we don't.
Like,
no, we not. First of all, and you know the saying. Hold up, and you know,
wait. You want shit in 50 years since NBA.
Yo, you know what's funny?
And New York niggas like mediocre. They like mediocre Knicks. They talking about you gonna spend 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. You gonna spend?
Harlem, you ain't won shit since the merger. What are you talking about?
Once again, you won't. Hold up. No. You talking about Brooklyn people? Hold up. You talking about Brooklyn people? Hold up. Let's talk about New York.
Yes,
Let's
bro.
talk about the New York Knicks people. First of all, y'all like mediocre shit.
Yo, bro,
Y'all talking about? No.
Yo, bro, listen, bro.
The Knicks lost mediocre.
Yo, first of all, y'all struggling against the Pistons, nigga. Are you kidding me?
Yo, bro, hold on, wait. Yo, bro,
You'll get bounced in the first round by Detroit right now. Look what you're doing.
Wait. We 1-1, bro. Last time I checked, Brooklyn is sitting at home, my nigga.
So all right, cool. We said that.
We're trying to be a playoff team.
We're not trying to. You act like we trying to beat your Harlem. You act like we trying to win. We not trying to win.
So y'all could get a higher upper pick, my nigga. Like let's be.
We have a brighter future in the Knicks.
Once again, and
your clutch award player got cooked by Dennis Schroeder, man. That's hilarious.
Y'all don't have a clutch award player.
No, we won this lottery, man. I can't wait to pay this guy Bridges this summer. Yo, Ribby, how much you paying Mikal to cheer for Cameron Payne next year? How much you paying Bridges to cheer for Cameron Payne to bail your team's ass out the first game?
John, let him talk. John, let him talk. Let him say. Yo, Ribby, what you said?
AP, so like this what I'm trying to say, bro, right? Like
I said, when the
y'all niggas got a losing mentality in Brooklyn.
No, you got a losing mentality, man. You gonna lose when you're a Knicks fan.
First of all, y'all niggas got a losing mentality. Y'all been had that because before Bronson came. Because before Bronson, hold up. Let me just say this. Before Bronson came, y'all niggas was losing. Hold up, wait. Y'all niggas was packing the garden when y'all was losing. Y'all was fucking losing, bro.
For 7 years, man.
No.
You put bags on their faces, man, for 7 years.
The Nets fans,
that's crazy.
Y'all lose. Y'all don't come to the Garden or the Nets arena.
Yo, AP, you know the difference.
What are you talking about?
This is the difference between.
What you talking about?
Yo, AP,
we took over with what's his name? Cam Thomas for the buzzer beater. How many times we took over?
How many Nets game you been to?
Hold on.
Yo, Mike,
I can't even hear all that guys talking about your time.
This year alone, I was in 20 Brooklyn Nets games, and I was in 3 Raptors games.
First of all, yeah, of course you was, because the Nets games is like $20 to get him in. Of course you're gonna get in.
Okay, so you guys saw the
Knicks game is $1,000. Well, you paid $1,000. You paid $1,000 to see Jaylen Brown shoot up 29 shots. They'll only make 30 points, nigga.
Yo, AP, listen, right?
I said Jalen Bronson. No, you ain't. No. Stop cock surfing. Stop cock surfing and listen to what I said. I said Jalen Bronson. So stop cock surfing, nigga.
I said correctly. I corrected you, nigga. You said Jalen Brown.
No, I did. I did not say Jalen Brown. You didn't hear me right. No, I didn't. Rewind the tape. I said Jalen Bronson. You just heard. You heard the B word. You didn't hear Brown. I did not say Brown.
Oh, he said Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? You wanted to hear that. That's what you wanted to hear.
Yo, AP, when the Knicks win, right? The difference with the Knicks, AP, is this, right? When the Knicks lose, no.
All right, showing up. Listen. No. First of all, showing up is one thing. Listen, Harlem. Showing up is one thing. When the Knicks fans do show up, y'all got mad excuses. Y'all never take responsibility at all. So let me ask you a question.
when they don't show up.
We got draft picks. We got draft picks. That's what we have. Yeah, y'all draft picks.
Let me let Gary. Hold on. Let me let Gary get up in this, man. Gary, what you got on? Hold on, man.
Lamppost, man.
We did a Giannis thing over here. Then we got into some locked on dudes.
Gary, what's good? Gary, what's good? What's good?
Saying that he's not the greatest guy in the world, and even though he's a fourth option, they expecting like 40 points from him a night. But go ahead, Gary.
Who are we expecting 40 points tonight from?
Oh no, the locked on guys, man. They were saying, "Oh, Mikal Bridges, lucky thing that they got off those picks because Mikal Bridges looked bad this year, even though he's like a fourth, maybe fifth option on the team."
Listen, he was looking bad with the Nets.
No, let Gary go. Sorry, Gary.
Let's say nothing wrong.
And your point on the topic over here.
Let Gary go. Let Gary go. It's good, Gary.
It's not a situation. It's not that Bridges is the worst thing in the world. Like, he's a decent player. It's what you gave up to get him. Like, that trade. We said at the time, that trade's ridiculous. Like, he's worth.
You believe in this draft, Gary?
Why you keep saying this draft? Why you keep saying this draft? It's future picks, bro. What the fuck?
Yo, BK just doesn't watch college ball, AP.
Oh man, wait, Gary and I are chopping it up, man. Give me like 2 minutes for Gary. Hold on.
All right,
okay, go ahead.
All right, well, go ahead, Gary. I want to get your take on that.
I think that there are a lot of quality role players in this draft.
Oh shit, hold on.
Bridges is a quality role player. Like,
Gary, can you put your volume up a little bit?
Oh yeah, hang on.
Thank you, Gary. Yo, Gary, say it louder for the slow niggas in the room.
No, he's actually. First of all, he's actually talking. First of all, he's actually he's talking negative against because BK talking about it's only this draft. You are like we only got this year Knicks pick. No, we have multiple years. You talking about this year draft is bad.
Mikal Bridges is a quality role player. That's what he said.
All right, and y'all gave up 5 picks for him. Y'all gave up 5 first-round unprotected picks for him.
Listen, clearly.
Let Gary talk. Let Gary. No, listen. You listen what Gary said. Let Gary talk. Go ahead.
Role player, bro. He's a quality role player.
All right, you gave up 5 first-round picks for a quality role player.
Can you be a man, please? Can you let Gary talk?
All right, chill. Hold on. Let us speak.
If the Knicks won a championship, nobody would be on this podcast complaining about they gave up 5 picks.
It's never happening, bro. Y'all not winning a championship. Y'all not.
Let me ask you 2 questions. Okay, let me ask you.
Yo, Harlem, let him talk.
Who's a better role player, Ashore Thompson or Mikal Bridges?
Sorry, Thompson.
Houston got goons, baby.
No. Let him speak. Let him answer the question, BK.
That's it, bro. He's better defensively. That's it, bro.
Who's better player?
That's it. He better
Oscar Thompson or Mikal Bridges?
Yeah, Draymond getting punked right now, man. Houston got goons.
The Knicks got a good team, not a championship team, but a good team. They got a good team, but they're not a championship team. The problem with the Knicks is you have nothing else, and everything you got for the future is gone.
Come on.
So I'm just saying, take your sunshine. Take your sunshine right now. Keep your sunshine and keep it in your heart.
The Knicks empty the clip. The Knicks empty the clip for Mikal Bridges. The Knicks empty the clips. The Knicks empty their clip for Mikal Bridges, bro. That's it.
Yo, they emptied the man.
And I'm not hating on the Knicks. I'm not hating on the Knicks.
Let Gary finish. Let Gary finish.
No, but I'm going to say guys like Ashore Thompson, Peyton Pritchard is better than Mikal Bridges. If you were to trade those guys, you would not get more than 2 first rounders.
Woo! Exactly.
Hold on. Guys, it depends on the type of see. There's a lot of attention being taken off of Peyton Pritchard when you got Jaylen Brown in there.
All right, so that's what happened when you got drafted.
All right, so what?
That's what happened when you got draft
picks. No, let me speak. No, let them have this conversation.
That's what happens when you have draft picks. That's what the Boston Celtics is exactly what happened when you have multiple first-round picks.
But the players got to be there, Scott.
Yeah, don't listen. You can't foretell the future. You cannot do it. You can't
foretell the future, bro.
You can't do it. Stop trying to do that.
What are you talking about?
You can't foretell
the future, bro.
The players, hold on. The players have to be there.
They're not there.
Once again, you don't know. You don't know though.
I did. Yo, are y'all listening to me, man? I said.
Are you listening?
Okay, you admitted
you don't know. You don't know.
All right. Is Reed Shepherd going to be the next Steph Curry?
We're not saying.
Who said so, yo, bro?
Stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Is Ben Simmons LeBron James? Is Ben Simmons LeBron James?
Come on, man.
Is Ben Simmons LeBron James? Is Ben Simmons LeBron James, bro?
Comparing players to another
player. Compare players, man. If you get Reed, Scott, is he going to be the next Ant-Man?
Come on, man.
You said Ant-Man 2 minutes ago.
Ant-Man might not even make the second round.
Did you know Joker was going to be Joker?
Expose himself.
Did you know Joker was going to be? Did you know Joker was going to be Joker?
On some pedestal.
Joker's had to get in better shape, but
did you know Joker was going to be Joker?
No,
in the second round. He got picked in the second round. You liar. You a liar. You a liar, bro.
No, nobody knew that.
His NBA comparison was
nobody knew he was going to be who he is.
He was a second round pick, bro.
BK,
he was a second round pick.
I told you this before, and I'm gonna call you this again. You're a liar, my boy.
About what?
There's no way you knew Joker was Joker.
No, ain't nobody knew that.
What I said was
that's what you saying.
You said
Let me finish.
Yo, BKNY Hoops, you got called out by the Knicks fans and the Nets fans. Are you serious, man? Are you serious?
You know he capping, bro. Just listen, it's all right. Nobody knew Joker was gonna be Joker, bro.
No,
for you to say that is kind of crazy. Like
nobody knew that.
So how come every second round pick is not Joker's in, man? Which I gotta stop, man.
All right, listen. Nobody knew Draymond Green was gonna be Draymond Green in the second round. Like
his team right now. I'm watching this game.
Listen, he's still a Hall of Famer, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not.
He's trying to pick a fight with goons.
All right, he got four chips. He got 4 chips.
Right?
And he got 4 chips.
He earned.
He got 4 championships.
That he
earned. What you gotta say?
See, now you know BK don't watch other teams, BK.
I swear to God, you hate the draft picks. You think every draft pick because they not whatever you think they're gonna be. You don't know what they're gonna be.
You don't know.
Dell Harper was the next D-Lo, man. Like, come on.
You talking about?
You don't know what Derek Quinn can be the best. What's his name? Player out of this draft. We don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know.
I mean, he could. I'm just saying, I don't know yet.
Like I said, some of the best players you thought was the best player, like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons ain't work out. Ben Simmons ain't work out like you wanted to.
Right.
Look up his.
Sometimes players just. Devin Booker came out of his draft. He was drafted at the 11. Sometimes you just gotta be like.
And mind you, Ben Simmons was picked before Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, whatever, and he got better than them. Is he better than them?
Jaylen Brown, right?
Is he better than Jaylen Brown?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so what are we talking about here? You don't know what player is gonna be.
There's no way you know that.
But he got hurt though. He got injured though.
There's no way you.
Come on, man.
Listen,
he was injured in college. So you knew he was coming with the injury concern.
You're not going to put the ball in Draymond's hands.
With Joel Embiid, when he was coming out to the draft, you knew he was going to sit down for a couple of years before he was, able to play. And they still took gamble. Sometimes you take gamble.
I got a question. So, SL, all right, so I got a question for you and AP, right? Do you and AP think that Alex Saw is good? It's just a yes or no.
Alex Saw?
I don't think I
It
ain't gonna say
depends.
good.
What do you
He's
What do you
okay.
mean good? Like
He's in
definition of
Washington,
good.
Scott.
Yeah, I
Like
don't like.
definition of good.
He's okay.
All right. So
I can't hear you.
So all right. So he started off the year shaky, right?
Oh, how you
But
miss that dunk?
towards the end, he kind of picked it up, right? Now we can't say he dog water yet, right? Because he's going into next year, right? So my thing is, do you think that Cooper Flag will be like an Alex Sarr player, or do you think he'll be better?
I
Now,
mean, they
Alex
don't
Sarr
play the
didn't have a
same
good
position.
first
They
year,
don't.
but he going into his second year.
They don't play the same
I don't.
position.
First of all, I don't know. I don't know because he's not in the league yet, so I can't say yes or no. And third
I'm
of
just
all,
saying
they're not the
because like
same
Alex
position.
Sarr is pretty much
Perfect answer.
Nah, they playing
But
pretty much
Listen,
the
I'm
same
saying
positions.
because
Alex
Sarr,
Sarr
no,
is pretty
Alex
much
Sarr is
power
a
forward
center
center.
though, and
Nah,
Cooper
he's
Flag
playing
is a
power
small
forward
he's playing
forward,
center.
like a
power
power
forward.
forward. Yeah,
But he's
but what I'm
playing
saying,
center
AP, is
though.
he's like
He's
the
playing
same height.
center.
He the same height as Cooper
They
Flag
both
though. They
playing.
both 6'10", 6'11". They
Nah,
both slim. They
Cooper
both
Flag.
shoot.
Nah,
So they
Carlo,
really like the same
Cooper
players,
Flag
bro.
can shoot. Alex Sarr can shoot like him, and
Cooper
Cooper
Flag,
Flag's
you
game
motherfucker.
is way
Yo, bro.
better.
No. SL, you ain't about to lie to me.
Nah,
I
Cooper
seen the
Flag's
game against Houston.
game
That
is
nigga
way
cannot
more
shoot, bro.
expanded.
He
He can
cannot
do
shoot,
way
bro.
much more
He can't
than
shoot.
Alex Sarr. Stop
He
it.
can't shoot,
Stop.
bro. He can't
Oh,
shoot,
you're a
bro.
Cooper Flag
Yo,
hater.
bro.
He dropped
He's
40
a
in Duke.
good.
Wait, he dropped
Yo,
40
listen.
in Duke. Do you remember that?
Listen.
Do
Let me
you
say
remember
this.
that? Oh my
Yo,
God, this guy's
Cooper
Hold on one second.
Flag
Let me say
is
this,
way
John.
better than Alex
Yo,
Sarr.
John, let me
Yo,
say
this
this,
guy
John,
literally
Are
right?
you
calls this guy
serious?
dog water for
John.
no reason. He never watches any of the guy's
Yo,
games.
John, let me
But
say
this
this,
is what
John.
I'm saying.
According
Hey,
to
I
that,
wonder
Harlem,
if he watched
Yo,
college
John, let
games
me say
at
this,
all.
John.
Harlem.
Yo, John, I'm not a
Why,
hater of Cooper
Harlem?
Flag, John.
yes,
Harlem,
you
no,
are.
no
I've heard you
disrespect.
multiple
Hold on, I
times
got
just
you. One
hate
second,
on the
Scott.
guy. I've heard you multiple times just plain out hate
Hey,
on
yo,
the dude.
John, I
Like,
got you
what's
right
your
now.
problem
But
with
Harlem,
the guy?
John, I got you right now.
Harlem, no
No.
disrespect.
Yes, sir.
I mean, no disrespect to
Yes,
Knick
sir.
fans at all. Why do any
No,
Knick
no,
fan
go ahead.
worrying about the draft?
Go ahead.
Yo, Vegas, yo, Scott's cooking tonight. Yo, Scott,
That
don't
should
Scott.
be your last thing you should worry about.
Yo,
That should be the last. You got
The
5
only
years
thing-
of no worry about
The
that.
only thing the
None.
Knicks- hold on,
Yo,
hold on.
AP, just throw Scott a flamethrower, AP. This guy's cooking.
Just worry about trading and getting your bench together because y'all have two to 3 years with that point guard.
First of all,
Don't derail that to what
the question on the
Knicks
Knicks.
thing.
Hold on, hold on.
Not unless somebody is going to take a pay cut.
Can I ask y'all Knicks fans a question? Are y'all
Do you
paying
know the
Mikal
Knicks
Bridges?
got
Are y'all
what's his
paying
name?
Mikal
The
Bridges?
starting five playing the most minutes by far.
Yo, bro, let me say
Like,
this to you.
they
I'm just
averaging
saying about the
35
bench. I'm just talking about the bench. They shouldn't worry about the draft pick.
Ain't nobody did that in the league
bro,
outside the Chicago Bulls. The
If
next
you a
Chicago
fan-
Bulls
if
team
you a
was
fan of a
31
player-
minutes. And that
Yo, listen,
Team Thibodeau.
AP, if
Y'all
you a
just be
fan,
talking, bro. Like for
if
real.
you a fan of a player, bro,
Yo,
I'm not
Rippy, tell
quick
me
to
I'm
just
lying.
throw a player away.
Okay.
I'm looking at the stats right now. I'm looking at the stats. I'm
I
just
can dig
giving you
that.
the
I can dig that. There's
Draft,
players
hold
I
on.
like.
When it comes to the draft, maybe the Knicks could have, with that pick, they could have got Malawatch. I don't know, man. Like, if they
Listen,
win,
it doesn't.
Yo,
BK, it
don't
doesn't
shit on
matter.
Malawat. Don't
It
shit on
doesn't matter.
Malawat.
I like
I'm
Malawat.
high on that kid.
It doesn't
I'm high
matter.
on that kid.
It doesn't matter
I
now.
think he will be great.
I'm a net fan that somebody owe me money, and I'm going to collect. That's how I am.
Wow.
I'm collecting my money.
The same way.
Scott.
That's
I'm
you
collecting.
right here too.
Who owe you money?
Give me June Harper.
The
I
Knicks.
put my money on it too.
Yeah, the Knicks
I
owe
put my
the
money
money,
on it.
How
man.
did they throw you money?
And they're going to pay
yo,
me.
so hold on,
They're
watch
going
what
to
they
pay
got,
me.
June Harper.
They're going to
The
pay
Knicks,
me.
the Knicks owe us. The Knicks owe us 5 bands, man.
Yeah,
I'm
and I'm
good.
getting it. And I'm going to get every penny
Yo,
of
Knicks
it.
never got the play. They won it.
And I'm not wishing
Every time
anything
they
bad
win,
on y'all.
win.
But those
Every time.
last 2-3
They wanted
first round
Steph
picks
Curry.
are going
Who
to
they got?
pay
Danilo
off. I
Gallinari.
know it. I know it. I know it.
Yo,
I
Scott,
know it.
understand
Because
you're
if the
like
Knicks
Scott,
don't
Scott.
win the
Listen,
championship,
Scott,
that
right?
team
Yo,
is going to be
All right,
broke up.
what's your guys?
Danilo
What's your guys?
That's
Gallinari.
hold on,
They
yo, bro.
got the fuck out of here.
That's
One at a
cap, bro.
time,
So
one at
like
a
you
time.
just lying right now.
I'm watching
What?
Jonathan
0
Kuminga.
and 10, Ribby, against the top teams, man.
Yo,
Let's hear
John,
what you gotta
shut up,
say.
my nigga. Like,
Nah, your team got cooked by Cavs, OKC, and Portland. And you can't say shit about it, really. 0-10. Stop it.
If you don't remember,
Yo, really.
Oh my God.
Here's a good question. How is Jalen
I don't
Brunson?
want to talk to you, John. If you don't want to fight, I don't want to talk to you. I'm being honest.
Yo, John, don't be scared.
Like, I'm being dead serious.
Keep going.
Nah, don't get
Listen,
emotional, man.
one year that thing is going to be 27. Next time we pick, it's going to be 18.
So,
and then the next pick after that is going to be 10.
John, keep talking.
Listen, I ain't gonna front.
I don't hate the Knicks. I don't hate the Knicks.
Y'all do.
But y'all don't show no love. Y'all didn't. Nobody showed love. No Knicks fans showed any love to Brooklyn fans at all. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I'm not saying anything.
Wait, I have a good question. How did Jalen Brunson win the clutch? Wait, here's the question. How did Jalen Brunson win the clutch war when his team was 0-10 against the best teams? That's not clutch in my mind. But
Come back, baby.
Go ahead. Maybe 1 second. Everybody, hold on.
Can I ask you one question, John?
Hold on. How you gonna cut me off, man? Hold on. Y'all was talking a lot. Let me talk for a second, man. Hold on. I remember the regular season, right? When the Brooklyn Nets assembled that roster to beat the Miami Heat, right? They were 4-0 against the Miami Heat in the regular season. Nobody.
You talking about old ass? You talking about old ass Kevin Garnett? Come on, man.
No,
you really?
No, but I'm saying nobody cares about the regular season. All right, the regular season, the playoffs are two things.
We talking about LeBron James in his prime. You talking about Dwayne Wade in his prime. You talking about
BK, but the whole point about it, Detroit was every time in the league. They took the first game and they won the second game, and now all of a sudden now they're going back to Detroit, and Detroit is going to win.
First of all, how much points did Carl Anthony Towns scored the second game? How much points he scored?
All right,
Are you serious? Are you serious? Yo, the Knicks fans were killing them. They were killing them. The fans were pushing.
You still can win.
Guys. One game, AP. One game.
Yeah, you still can win. Listen, Harlem. No. Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. Y'all can still win.
Guys, one mic.
Yo, listen. Yo, listen, I'm not saying. Listen. All right, let me just say this. All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying. Hold on, I'm not saying the Pistons gonna win. I'm not saying the Pistons gonna win. Listen. The Knicks probably gonna get out. The Knicks gonna probably get out the first round, but they're not beating Boston. They're not beating Boston. That's all I said. They're not beating Boston in the second round. That's all I said.
No, wait.
They'll be out in the first round. What are you talking about? Look at Detroit.
Well, I don't know about Detroit yet.
Guys.
The Hawks is their problem. The Hawks can't do shit.
Boston will be waiting for y'all in the next round.
It took Boston 10 years to put together a championship roster.
Every team is different, bro.
First
of all, let me just say this. You talking like it took Boston. You said it took Boston 10 years.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't 10 years. And second of all,
5, my nigga, 6.
Yeah, it was 5. It was 5. And second of all, they didn't give up. Second of all, hold on. SL. And second of all, Hold on. And second of all, the Boston Celtics didn't give up 5 picks for a role play. That's all we saying. Now, if they empty the clip on Porzingis and they got and what's this ballhead nigga name?
Hold on. I'm not saying. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. I'll put that money. I swear to God, I'll put that money.
Hold on. How many picks?
How much money you got on?
Yo, hold on.
Right now. Put How much you want to put out?
Hold on, you talking about the game for the Celtics? For the
No. Y'all roll the dice. Y'all roll the dice, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Scott, you lit this panel up.
That's a good thing. Y'all roll the dice.
You really cooked this tonight, Scott. I give it to you, man. I give it to you. You cooked
Y'all roll the dice. It's 50-50. Y'all got a chance. I'm not saying the Knicks don't have a chance.
I'm asking
the
him,
Knicks are a
it's
good
50-50
team
right now.
Let's get this right.
Listen,
the Knicks are a good team.
I want to bet though.
But
I
you don't.
I want to make some money.
No, I don't bet on a.
No, I want to bet the guy with the funny
You
voice.
talking about SL?
You want to bet me, right?
Him.
No, but I wanted to just say I don't want the Knicks fans to think that I hate y'all.
Who owes you an apology?
I don't hate y'all.
I'm not talking about you, Scott.
All right, hold on for a second, man.
I'm not a Knicks fan. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the organization. I don't like how the city treated Brooklyn. I don't like a lot of things. But that being said,
they trash.
It's now or never. I get it. I get what the Knicks doing. The Knicks are putting out a product to try to win. If it don't work,
Carlin, you
know what's going to happen.
Last year. What you were talking about last year?
If it don't work, you know what's going to happen.
You talked in Indiana. I mean, what happened game 7?
Yo, bro,
what happened game 7? And I gave you that win. And I told you, we're going to bed. We're going to bed versus Celtics. What happened last year?
All I hear is him in the background.
I just don't want
you lit this place ablaze.
So I feel like you'll come up here.
I know you're not winning versus Celtics. I got to take these kids right now.
Yo, this nigga like a blowhorn.
Woke up the demon.
I want that money. Are you serious? I want that money last year. I was like, yo, Indiana,
we got a blowhorn to the mic.
Oh my God.
We was injured last year.
I don't even know what's being said right now. That's the funny part.
I wake up and this switch in Indiana, and I'm like, oh my God, Indiana got win. And I'm like, yo,
to the mic. Oh shit!
Hold on, man. Yo, SL, you really following the show, man. I can't understand what you're saying.
Yo, I'm just saying.
Last year, yo. Remember? Bro,
that's some funny shit.
And Harlem was going at it. I'm sorry. Let me explain.
I'm coming right in the comments like I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for
Harlem ready to beat up everybody. No disrespect.
Hold on.
No disrespect. I know you a Knicks fan.
Hold on. I got to chop it up with Jonathan, man. Jonathan. What's that about Jalen Green? What happened, Jonathan? Houston?
All right, 38 points. Okay.
I'm going to take your advice, BK. It's 1-1 game series, BK.
Come on, man. Let's not get
over. Yeah, it's a 1-1 game.
You said
I'm using your advice. So you're pushing a corner, BK. So you say it's a 1-1 game.
All right. You feel confident? Put your money where your mouth is.
What happened though, Jonathan? You said he can't guard or something like that. He can't play.
You watched game 1, man. He got cooked. And the Warriors are going to do.
He's a better defender. You lucky DJ's not here, man.
Oh, stop it! What did Ahmad Thompson do tonight? He had 3,002 minutes. Stop it!
All right, so you feeling lucky, right, BK? You feeling lucky about the Rockets? So the Rockets gonna take it all the way then?
If he liked the
Rockets, I didn't say all the way.
I didn't all that. He liked it.
Okay. All right. I was just testing you. I'm testing you out.
Yo,
BK, I'm giving you a friend big $10 to my card. Houston ain't gonna come out. Houston ain't gonna come out in the first round. $10 to your 100 to my 100.
Nah, your boy Draymond is a low IQ basketball player, man.
no,
he's
not. No, he's not.
$10 to my 100.
I like how
That
one game you like to
is
degrade.
not
I
gonna
like
come
how
out
for
in the
one
first
game
round.
you like to degrade somebody that won 4 titles.
Draymond was trying to punk Houston, but Houston got goons.
$10. You can put $10. Are you serious?
I'm
Okay.
just waiting for OKC to get tested. That's all. They haven't been tested yet.
Who
They haven't
you
been tested.
Houston got goons over there, man.
I mean, you said Houston. Once again, put your money where your mouth is.
It's
or Put your
different.
bet.
It's different
Say the
when you
Rockets
play
going.
somebody
Say the
7
Rockets going to make the Western.
than
Say the
when you play
Rockets going to make the
somebody
finals.
once.
Then is the Rockets going to make
It's
the
different.
finals?
Nah, I think
No.
they can make it to the West.
You just said you were saying the whole time we were. You just went nah. That changed.
Because like, you gotta see if they just play the right way. If they play team basketball.
Now you gotta see.
They would.
I swear to God, you take the safest way ever. You gotta see.
No,
And I guarantee you, y'all. When if the Rockets lose, the Rockets lose the next game against the Warriors, he gonna make up some other excuses.
Like game 1, Jalen Green was forcing a lot of shots, right?
You like Houston. You like Houston.
But this game, he was playing hot. This game, he was playing hot.
All right, he saw the Rockets was up. He saw the Rockets was up by 15. He was like, all right, let me turn on the show since the Rockets was up by 15. Because other than that, you ain't doing that.
He does a lot of dumb shit on the court, man. Like, I mean, he's doing shit like right in front of the refs. That's like you going. You have a camera right in your face.
Yo, AP, ask him who's better. Like on Breezy Show, ask him who's better, Kim Thomas or Jalen Green.
He's better, man. I mean, that's not even like I don't know why we even would debate that. That's even like.
Well, who asked him who?
He said it's
Breezy
better than
versus
Jalen Green.
Right. Let him go with it.
Yeah, who's better?
No, Jalen Green.
Yes, Cam Thomas is better than Jalen Green.
Wow.
Absolutely. No.
BK, did you watch game 1 against the Warriors? You just did it, man.
Are you out of your mind, bro? yo, bro, let me tell you this. If Cam Thomas was on Houston, he would have a way higher probability of Houston winning, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait,
you think if he was on Houston, man, yo, Gary, what's your whole take on this? You were relatively quiet, man. Everybody settle and calm down. Jalen Green, Cam Thomas, you had a choice. Who you taking, man? Oh, he's on the phone. All right. But I'm taking.
We know who you're taking.
Yeah, we know who you're taking.
You would take Amon Thompson over Kawhi Leonard too, right?
Oh my God!
Nah, I'm taking Kawhi, man. I'm taking Kawhi.
All right, I'm just making sure. Just checking temperature.
So hold on, Sengun or Joker?
Joker.
Okay.
Hey, wow. BK, why is it so hard to get the easy answers from you, man? You can make this wait 20, 30 minutes so you say the right answers. It's crazy.
I just know more basketball than you, John.
No, you don't. You get pushed into the water by Scott.
So what you rank? What is Sengun rank? What is it? Is Sengun what? The top 5 center in the league?
Yeah, you can say there's not that many great centers out there, really. You can say he's top 5. Yeah, he's up there. It's not that many great.
Harder question. Ben Simmons or Cam Thomas?
Ah, man, damn, man.
That was a great one.
I hope he Ben Simmons. He healthy?
No.
He's healthy right now.
We're talking about right now.
Oh,
Cam
no,
Thomas.
I would pick Cam Thomas
What you mean? He's healthy. Ben Simmons is healthy right now.
Wow, BK. Wow.
Listen, I give you this. Ben Simmons not mentally healthy, but he's healthy physically.
I don't know if he is. Hold on. It's a contract year for him, and historically, we've seen players like ball out in contract years. Man.
All right, and there's a contract year. There's a contract year for Ben Simmons, right?
That was your question.
Right.
Oh, Jalen Green. If you had a choice right now to start a team, Jalen Green or Cam Thomas?
Yo, where's Brady? Where's Brady?
Wow.
Yo,
man.
No, because you just don't watch the game as close as you think you do.
Oh my God.
I want Yo, I want that bet. I swear to God. Where's
Cam
Rigby?
Thomas is just better,
No,
bro.
I think that's a fair
Just a
comparison.
super
I think they're
fact,
close.
man.
I think they close too.
Wait. We're gonna compare.
They close, but
Yo, I'll be in every fucking
You know
we
what's
talking about
funny?
we talking about we talking about a pure
Wait,
scorer.
1 second, AP. You know what's
Right.
funny? I did a comparison once of Thomas and Green stats. They were like a point or two behind each other. So
Yeah, they
Green
close.
has a
They
little
close.
athleticism.
But you're looking at
but
it
that's
from a
it.
scoring
That's the only difference. Is Green has athleticism over Thomas, but everything else is kind of
Defense is
Yes.
better.
But
Defense
you
is better.
don't need to play
listen,
above.
if the game,
Yo, John,
if the game
listen,
You don't have
Vince
to play
Carter
above the
was way
rim
better
in order to be
athletically than Kobe
effective.
Bryant. That doesn't mean anything. But Vince Carter had,
Hey, look.
like, when
Do
he
you
was
think?
coming up,
Do you think the
most
Knicks?
people
Do
said
you
Vince
think the
Carter
Knicks
is going to
point
be
guard
way
is
better than
effective?
Kobe Bryant.
Do you think the Knicks point guard is
in
effective?
first 4 years, like in first 3-4 years.
Do you think he's effective?
Yeah, he's good.
He don't play above the rim.
Of course, he effective.
He don't play above the rim.
Yeah, but
He don't play above the rim.
Harlem, you know what's the problem with the Knicks?
So get that above the rim shit out your mind.
Jalen Brunson is the scorer. He can facilitate.
Jalen Bronson is really a shooting guard in a point guard's body.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Luka was facilitating and quarterbacking shit. But Brunson was that scorer. And they
His
got
only
a bunch of
problem
defensive
is,
guys.
and Detroit figured it out.
But they don't have any passing and playmaking. The whole
His only problem is, and Detroit figured this out, is when he dribbles down into the paint or off to the side, they block his vision.
I would say this. I would say this.
He don't see the floor.
I would say this. Harlem. Y'all need to start Josh Hart and let him be the playmaker.
No, Josh Hart got to go to the bench. And what's his name?
He got to be. They need a playmaker in the starting lineup.
They need a guard, a bigger guard. They need a bigger guard.
Maybe they should start Cameron Payne again, man.
They need a bigger guard.
But CP0.
Scott has that's a point.
They need a bigger guard. They need a bigger guard and let
they need to do is start
homeboy play off the ball. Let him play off
every
the ball.
time on Hart, like Hart jump running around perimeter.
But they don't have that.
Duran still sitting in the paint, and that's what Jalen Brunson
ain't the one that's getting traded, bro.
And when they face Brooklyn, when they face Boston, everybody makes threes.
So who getting traded? OG getting traded? Is OG getting traded?
OG ain't getting traded.
Who's going to pick up his contract?
Because hold on, listen. Because Tibbs is doing dumb shit, right? Like in the first game,
he's going to get fired first.
Balling, right?
He's going to get fired.
He's going to get fired.
OG ain't going to get traded.
Now, everybody, first of all, we all know he getting fired.
That's when the money going to come in for me.
Yo, listen.
Wait a minute. Hold on. If they don't have the how you going to blame it on Tibbs?
Because Tibbs didn't play. First of all, the players that won him the game the first go around, he didn't play them the second round. He ain't played them the second game.
Campaign, bro, I didn't even watch game 2.
It's not even that.
Campaign, and I'm like,
you know what's the problem is? It's the game, like the what's his name? The system it is. Like Jalen Duran, they allow Jalen Duran to sit in the paint. Like when Cat going versus what's his name? The bum is keep forgetting his ass. The power forward that was killing us every time. He was in Philadelphia last year. What's his name? He's from New York.
Oh, you talking about Tobias Harris?
Yeah, that bum is. They allowing Tobias Harris play versus Cat, and Cat sitting behind 3-point line every time. That's the problem. And
the problem was it wasn't that he was standing behind the line. I know what he's talking about.
Second of all, let me tell you.
No. I
don't see Mikal Bridges shutting down nobody. So all of this lockdown.
Mikal is scared. She's sitting in the corner every time. Go just watch the film.
Yo, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
No, that's actually Jalen Bronson's fault. That's actually Jalen Bronson's fault.
It is to the point.
I'm gonna tell you why. But I'm gonna tell you why.
He's gonna be a playmaker. He never was.
It's the physicality. It's the physicality.
Right. He's playing too many minutes.
How y'all all Knicks experts and none of y'all niggas watch the Knicks?
No, we watch the
game. We do watch the game. I watch the games, nigga.
Unlike other Knicks fans, we watch the game. We love the game.
No, we don't have us. We are vested. First of all, we got the Knicks draft picks, so I am invested in the Knicks because we got their draft picks.
Word up.
Listen, we got the Knicks. We got the Knicks future. So I'm invested.
Bro, nah. Hey, let me say it's AP. You know what's crazy, right? Is you got three niggas up here, right? You, SL, and Scott, right? And every fucking chance you guys get, right? I'm just trying to make this make sense. How the fuck you got three guys on here that hate the Knicks so much?
I don't hate the Knicks.
I don't hate the Knicks. Yo, I do not hate the Knicks, man.
I don't hate
the Knicks.
Yo, bro, stop it, bro.
I hate them.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
He hate them, but I don't hate the Knicks.
Come up here, y'all niggas got everything bad to say about the Knicks.
No,
I don't say nothing bad. I said y'all good team.
First of all, let me tell you, sir, Harlem.
I said they were good team.
Hold on. Let me speak to Harlem. Let me speak to Let me speak to Harlem. Let me speak to Harlem. First of all,
AP and John.
Hold on. Let me speak to Harlem.
I said they were good team.
Hold on. Let me speak.
Wait, AP, 1 second. Wait, this guy's a fraud hippie because he always says we're never going to win in 50 years. We're never going to accomplish nothing. Nobody wants to come here. Oh, we connected every star in the league. Nobody wants to come to your team, man. Stop it. Stop. Enough's enough.
And let me say this about Harlem. Remember when we talked about Harlem? Remember when we talked about in the beginning of the season? You said the Knicks are winning the championship. You said the Knicks is going. No, remember we had this whole conversation. You said the Knicks are making the Eastern Conference Finals. You said the Knicks are making the Eastern Conference Finals. I said no, they're not.
But again,
I said they traded away. I said they traded away their dogs.
The conversation.
No. The conversation is
y'all watch. No. But y'all watch the Knicks. So why would you watch a team you don't like? If you don't,
what are you talking about? I told you. Are you listening to Harlem? We got the draft picks.
We just told you.
We got the draft picks. Of course, we watching
the draft.
Yes.
All
right. So the Celtics. You think the Celtics wasn't? Hold on. You think the Celtics? You think the Celtics wasn't watching us when they had our draft picks? They was watching us. They used to comment on every blog.
Please. Joe Johnson get hurt. He will get hurt.
Yes.
Every time.
Yo, bro. The only.
That's what's happening every time when I was on Knicks Daily.
Listen. Keep going, but you're wrong. Keep going, please.
But
getting ready to get shipped back to Jersey, bro.
But Harlem.
Yo,
that's what your organization wish can happen.
Jersey, they were talking about. Listen, D. Will and Joe Johnson was playing in the
y'all can stay in that old ass.
Get hurt.
Y'all can stay in that old ass Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden smell like elephant ass, man, when the circus come through. So
AP,
y'all can stay all in that shit.
Jalen Brunson, AP, come on,
yo, Harlem, when you hire stupid when you hire clowns, you got circus. And you got circus right now.
I just wish the Knicks fans give Brooklyn respect.
And that's why
I really
that's
do.
why I'm hunting for Riri right now. It's like,
I just want to know why y'all Knicks fans so sensitive, bro. Like every time we critique the Knicks, y'all think it's hate. And I don't know why.
Yes, won and lost a lot of money, and I know.
I'm just saying to you this, EP, right? All I'm saying is this, right? The Knicks, bro. The Knicks is good bread, bro. Y'all don't gotta worry about the Knicks. You feel me? Y'all just continue to worry about the Knicks. Like I said.
All right, Colin, how much you want to bet?
Wait, so are the Knicks making it? Are the Knicks making a championship? Are the Knicks making a championship?
Give me my money. That's all.
Yo, Colin, how much can you afford to bet?
Just give me my money.
Hold on, SL wants you to place the bet.
How much can you afford? I'm asking you, how much can you afford?
Yo, bro, listen, man. When we cross that bridge, we'll talk, right? But again, I just want apologies because you niggas come on here and act like
You
Boston
ain't
is
getting
unbeatable.
nothing.
That's your downfall,
Yo,
bro.
wait. So,
defending
all right.
champions.
So this is my thing, Harlem. When you criticize the Nets, Harlem, when you criticize the Nets, you should take it as criticism. Now we criticize the Knicks.
He criticizes us, AP. He
up here
never
and- hold on, hold on.
apologizes. What are you talking about?
Hey, hold on, AP.
This
It
guy,
would be
this
different,
guy's
AP,
so
right?
bad.
If a nigga came up here and said, yo, you know what? I feel Boston a win, but you know what?
Right.
I give the Knicks a chance, right? But when niggas
Why?
just come up here like, yo,
Listen.
we gonna just crush them. Like, that's
AP,
where...
let him go.
You see,
No, let him go.
That's just crazy.
All right,
thinking.
give the Knicks. All right,
That's just
we give him my.
crazy thinking.
Listen,
No, hold on.
all right,
That's
but
crazy
Harlem,
thinking,
didn't I
AP.
say at the beginning?
That's
Remember, we
crazy
made this.
thinking.
We made this.
Hold
We
on,
made this.
let him
We had
go,
this
because
debate.
AP,
Hey, hold on,
let him go.
hold on. Let me
Let
say
him
this to
finish
him.
his idea. AP, let him finish
All
his
right,
idea.
yeah.
Yo,
it's crazy
the Nets,
thinking,
listen,
right?
the Nets,
So
hold on.
even listen. When you
Can I
go into
talk?
a
Can I
fight,
talk,
AP,
man?
right? Go ahead.
Listen, we should all.
You always want to jump in when I talk, bro. Go ahead, though.
All right, go ahead. Finish up, Harlem. Finish up, man.
No. BK. You think the Knicks beating the Celtics?
No.
You think the Knicks beating the
they haven't
Celtics? All right. So what do we? So why
BK,
you mad
do you
at
think
me
what's his
for
name?
thinking that?
I'm not.
Detroit.
I just came. I just tried to.
BK,
No,
do you
I
think
said you.
Knicks gonna
I'm
beat
just saying.
Detroit?
What's that?
BK, do you think Knicks gonna beat
AP,
Detroit?
It's okay to
Yeah, they could beat them. I think so. They just the Knicks got like a lot of like.
So why Harlem is scared to bet?
Look, Harlem. I actually think the Knicks could beat Detroit. I just said they're not getting past Boston, and I always said
Let me
that.
say this to you, right?
They got
I said that last year with Indiana, and I got whipped. I swear to God, nobody's seen that shit coming.
Years.
Yo,
Gary,
bro,
man, like, are you listening to this, man?
It's not even.
what's
It's not
up?
even about being scared. Really, what it's about is, you feel what I'm saying?
Yo, I lost money last year. I swear to God. That shit.
Yo, I understand because you a fan. You a fan of the Knicks, Harlem. So it's different from you.
Listen. Nah, yo, listen what I'm saying, AP. When you go into a fight, right, you can be confident that you're gonna win the fight, right? I tell my friends this all the time, bro, right? You got some niggas out here that go into every fight like, yo, I'm gonna spank this nigga, I'm gonna slap this nigga, I'm gonna do this, right?
Okay,
And
that's
they
me.
never
And
think
win or lose.
in the back,
Next.
hold on, SL. And they never think in the back of their mind, if I slap this nigga, if I punch this nigga, it's gonna be a consequence. They just think they're gonna do it. So it's no different in basketball. They just think that the Celtics is just gonna go out here and just start.
All right, you know why you think like that? You know why you think like that, Harlem? Because you a fan. You a fan.
That's
you a fan. All right, no, that's logical thinking.
Nah, bro, that's
listen,
logical thinking,
you
bro.
listen. We are not.
You
First
niggas
of all,
think
we are
Boston
not.
about to just steamroll the Knicks? Are you nuts, nigga? Like that? Like, bro, that's
No, I
crazy.
never. First of
You
all,
niggas
see
think
you
they
putting
about to
words.
just
You
sweep
putting
them
words in
under
my
the
mouth.
rug?
I
Crazy,
said.
bro.
Harlem. What's the Knicks ceiling to you? What do you think?
To me personally, if the Knicks don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, Tibbs is out of it. Cause you got
And
Carl Anthony Towns.
that's
right?
why I said y'all got 2 or 3 years. That's why.
Hold on. They got Carl Anthony Towns because he was supposed to be.
Yo, I see Minnie
the
Mouse
nominee
sleeping out the
to
game
get
every
past
like
Boston.
three times at the game.
Right?
Like, come on,
Hold
you
on.
see
you
it.
think? Hold on. You
Carl
think they can
Towns
actually
was
beat
supposed to
Boston?
be the factor. Yes, but what I'm telling you is he was brought in to go against Boston. He was supposed to be the factor, right?
Who's that?
Carl
Who?
Anthony Towns. So if he doesn't, I'm saying the Knicks brought Carl Anthony Towns in. No. I'm saying
Okay,
that's how
I
they felt.
get
They brought
Harlem's
him
point.
in
Harlem is
to be.
expecting
They
the
brought
Knicks to
him
be in
in.
the conference
They
finals.
brought
He
him
not.
in.
Play both ends, though, man. You can't just play one side.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is they brought him in to challenge Boston. So if the Knicks don't beat Boston, to me, they're gonna fire Tibbs because it's like, yo, bro,
Of course.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're gonna fire Tibbs.
How are you gonna blame Tibbs for that if the Knicks doesn't match up like to Boston at all?
Because that's who's going
Jalen Brunson. Hold on. I love Jalen Brunson.
First of all, they invested. First of all, BK, they invested too much money in draft picks into the players, so they're gonna fire him.
They don't match up to them. You got.
Listen. Somebody's a sacrificial lamb. Somebody gonna have to get cut.
Right. They're gonna fire Tibbs because listen, how much money they committed. Look at that.
Hold on, Jalen Brunson's undersized, right?
Right, but at the end of the day,
and guess what? They're gonna extend Mikhail because why?
Disputing that.
They put 5 picks to that,
bro.
They cannot let him go.
Nah, listen. When it comes down to it, that's what happens, BK. If they don't win, you the coach, bro. So they expecting the coach to put the team in positions to win, right? So like you, right? You think
Hold on. Let's go through it. Let's go through it by player to player, right? Who's gonna match up to Jalen Brown? You saw what he did against Orlando today?
Yo, bro.
Who's gonna match up to Jason Tatum?
You always say you watch basketball, BK. Hey, yo, BK, I don't really think you watch basketball. I don't think you watch basketball, bro.
We watch basketball and you lost 4 games. Okay, go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, bro, when a lot of times when you guys talk, y'all don't make no sense, right? He just sat here and said, who's going to match up to them guys? Bro, Boston has to play defense too, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to say.
But you gotta understand. Harlem. Let me say this. Jalen Brunson got tunnel vision, so it's easy to guard the Knicks. Because Mikal Bridges, all he do is stay in the corner. Mikal Bridges, all he do is stay in the corner. So all they gotta do is fucking funnel Jalen Brunson to the center and just play like that.
Hey, yo,
read what player one says over here, man.
Niggas, what do you say?
He says, guess what, Harlem?
Yo, listen, I'm gonna say this, bro.
Yo, BK, can you call up what's his name, player one on the panel one time? Like, I want to hear.
Nah, he been up here. I
never
heard him.
Let him talk, man.
I never heard him.
He was trying to talk. Y'all were talking over player one. He was trying to talk.
Crazy, bro.
Cat doesn't play any defense, right? He doesn't move his feet. Porzingis is
respect to player one. I like his takes. Like
Jason Tatum plays both ends, right? They're bigger, they got more length, they're more athletic, right? I mean, OG Anunoby, his career average is 12.6, right?
When you go to the bench, it's a killer.
The thing with Harlem, Harlem is like
lose nothing. They don't lose nothing. They still have 3 shooters on the court.
Nah, I don't think the 7 games.
Right? If you look at it, they just got a better constructed roster, man.
Yeah, they got a better roster.
First of all, Boston gonna be
Boston got Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. They ain't got no answer.
And they got Porzingis.
No, it's not even. First of all, they got Holiday.
They just got a better team, man.
First of all, they gonna shut Bronson. They gonna shut Bronson down, bro.
Everybody be quiet. How you gonna blame that on Tibbs, though, Harlem?
I just told you, bro. At the end of the day, they expecting the coach to put the players in position.
Nah, Harlem right on that.
AP, be quiet, man.
Yes. No, listen. Both of y'all actually, both of y'all are right. Both of y'all are right. They expect things to make something out of nothing, but it's not going to happen.
It's realistic. That's not possible.
I know. Listen, are they going to fire? Are they going to fire the players, or are they going to fire the players? Are they going to fire the players or the coach?
No, the coach is going to be gone.
They're going to fire the players, bro.
They're going to be first round exit, and they will be gone. Chase will be gone. They're going to stand mid-kill, and they're going to run it back with some other coach. That's what's going to happen.
So you're saying Mike Malone ain't better than Tibbs?
He can't listen. If you take Tibbs out,
Mike Malone ain't helping this roster.
You're still not beating Boston. It doesn't matter.
Yo, listen, let me just
say they're achieving what they wanted to achieve.
Once again, BK, right? You missing the mark, my friend. When you go into the fight,
I think Mike Malone will go to Orlando.
Yo, listen. If you expect to punch on a nigga BK and you don't expect him to punch back, you already lost. You niggas swear ain't nobody on planet Earth unbeatable, bro. So when you already
that is true. Five guys. Hold on. Boston has 5 guys. Hold on.
Remember,
Boston has 5 guys that can get you 30 in their starting lineup. 5 guys that can get you 30 points.
Remember, I told you that. Remember, I told you that, BK. When you feel you're unbeatable, you already lost.
No,
you cannot go into no fight.
Hell no. I was growing up Michael Jordan fan, and what's his name? I won every time. What are you talking about?
That is true, Harlem. That's true, Harlem.
5 in NBA history, man.
I'm telling you,
but
you cannot go into no fight thinking that you cannot lose.
You can lose. You can lose.
No fight thinking that you
why do you think they
bro?
put the second apron
But
in there?
why would you think Boston think that way? Why would you think a championship team that fought for 3 years to get there, win the title, win twice, think twice about not being ready for
I want
y'all?
to ask you something, Harlem.
Why would you think that?
Right now, Scott.
They haven't changed anything.
Harlem, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Harlem, hold on. Why do you think they got the second apron?
Did they show you that they was taking
Second apron was built to break
taking
down
this
the
for
tax
likely?
base, like New York and Los Angeles.
Like Boston.
Did Boston show you that they taking it
No,
like
the Brooklyn. And to be honest, they at the time
it's because of the Nets. It's because of the Nets. They did us dirty. Like you can't sign. No, yes they did. Because the rules is you can't. Because we was signing players that was on big deals on 1 year contract. You can't even do that. You can't even do that no more.
Man, LaMarcus Aldridge is washed, man. All those guys.
Nah, but they still was coming off of big contracts, and we was signing them, bro.
Right now, listen.
It was fucking Blake Griffin.
It started with Miami, but the whole thing about it, we tried to implicate that, and the same thing happened with the Clippers. And we were going to tax, and we kept spending. We got that money. We got that owners. We lost money. Joe Tsai lost $370-something million, and we kept spending money. And that wasn't the issue for the squad. That's why the smaller market teams came out together and was like, okay, so we gotta implement the second apron when we gotta kick out their picks and put it like all the way to the end.
Boston got the best starting 5 in NBA history, man. Literally.
Well, I don't know about that. I ain't gonna say that in history. But what I'm saying is, where did Harlem? Wait. Where did Harlem think that Boston would not be ready? This is the point I want to make.
I'm about to tell you right now, Scott.
Okay, go ahead, Harlem.
My question is, what makes you think the Knicks gonna be ready?
So, Scott. So, what you said,
that's a good question.
You said,
do you believe in Sean Marks?
Championship team.
Yeah, they've been to the finals twice.
You said you think a championship team, right? All right, cool. So I'm gonna give you a prime example, Scott. Well, remember when Shaq went to Miami, and remember they won the championship, right?
Right.
All right. The very next year, the Miami Heat was the worst team in the NBA.
Yeah, but you can't base that. They haven't changed. Boston has not changed.
No. But
Boston has not changed.
Scott is right.
Boston has not changed.
What I'm saying is right.
Scott,
but
they even got better.
But they making it seem like Boston is going to steamroll the Knicks.
Oh no! I ain't going to steamroll.
Because they got better.
Y'all got a good team. Y'all got better. No. Wait. Boston didn't get better. Boston got.
Yeah, they got better.
They got better, but the Knicks got better. I give you that. The Knicks got better.
The Knicks got better. They revamped, and all of a sudden they got.
The Knicks are going to punch back. The Knicks can beat Boston. Not in a 7-game series.
No, let me say this. Let me say this. The Celtics gonna beat the Knicks. The Celtics is gonna beat the Knicks. Listen, the Celtics gonna beat the Knicks. Let me say this: the Celtics gonna beat the Knicks. First of all, the Celtics gonna beat the Knicks off of chemistry alone. Off of chemistry alone, bro.
Yeah, because they have it. They have it. You can look at them in town.
You know why I don't respect your take, AP? Because the same shit that you saying is the same shit Boston saying.
Yo, Harlem, you in your feelings right now, man. You in your
Boston. First of all, Boston been together longer, bro. They won a championship teams. They won a championship together, bro.
Listen. Hold on.
Boston did added Drew Holiday.
When you
and they had that team for about 4 or 5 years.
When you are overly confident, you start to believe that nobody.
The
can
fans
beat
are
you.
overly confident,
but you supposed to think. You supposed to think like that.
You start to believe nobody can beat you, bro.
No, I don't think so.
And Harlem, and when you Harlem, ain't this true? Ain't it true, Harlem? Ain't this true? When you doubt yourself in a fight, you can end up losing too for being too doubtful. Yeah, being too scared.
But AP, check this out.
Michael Jordan went to NBA Finals. He was confident he's gonna win. What's gonna happen?
No. Yo,
check this out.
Teams
are.
It's not that Boston's doubting himself. But you have to know.
Man, I grew up Michael Jordan fan.
Teams are
Michael Jackson,
exactly
Bruce Lee.
What we see them
Ain't
on.
nobody gonna tell me they.
We see them for. Listen, Harlem. We looking at
you
teams.
You gotta go that shit knowing the Knicks gonna fight back. Like, yo, bro, gonna be
they're gonna fight back. They're gonna fight back.
They're gonna fight back. Don't get it twisted. The Knicks is gonna listen. I ain't saying. Listen, nobody. I never said the Celtics were gonna sweep them. I said the Celtics were gonna win.
No.
So niggas
no.
They just gonna
But you must admit.
That's bad. Gentlemen, sweep. You want to take that?
But you must admit.
I want to take that.
You must admit for the Knicks to make it to the finals.
Gentlemen, one. I'll take that.
No. You're right. But you must admit for the Knicks to make it to the finals, it's going to be difficult.
What?
Extremely difficult.
Yeah,
because
that's a
you got Cleveland,
listen.
Boston,
you
got too much
like defensive liabilities.
Yo, first of all, the Knicks ain't coming out versus Detroit. Why we even talking about them?
Yeah, but I mean, we talking about basketball right now.
Hold on. Yeah, let the host talk, man. I gotta get a couple of words in. Hold on.
Go ahead.
The Knicks got a couple of liabilities defensively in Cat and Jalen Brunson because of his size. And Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is like in terms of his physical frame, right? He's not.
Yeah, he's skinny.
Yeah, he's skinny. So they have 3 defensive liabilities in the
Thank you for pointing out.
Yeah, but you can't play these guys 45 minutes and think they're gonna play in the fourth quarter and they're gonna hit jumpers way on the outside after running around for 40 minutes.
All right, so why you? This is my point.
Right, but.
Besides confidence, Harlem. Besides,
cardio over there.
What's wrong with what they saying, Harlem? What's wrong with what they saying, Harlem? Because everything is right. They burnt out. They was playing heavy minutes in the regular season.
All I'm saying is a 7-game series.
Yeah,
okay. It's a 7-game series.
Harlem, basketball is matchups. They don't match up to Cleveland. They don't match up to Boston, man. They have to get better players.
Why are you even talking about Cleveland and Boston? They can't even pass. What's his name? Detroit.
It's going.
First of all, they 0-12 against the top teams.
The Shaman got.
Hey, yo, bro, I love. Hey, yo, you know what, AP? I love this energy that y'all get. I love the energy that y'all giving, right? Because when the Knicks play Boston, right, and you watch
if they win, it'll be a great victory.
Take my bet. Yo, take my bet.
And all them niggas
$10.
In the same
$10. My $10 versus your $10 versus my $100.
Why bad
You're not beating Detroit.
Why bad they lose, Harlem? Then what?
Better look at
what you gonna say? What you gonna say if they lose, Harlem?
You're not beating Detroit.
Hold on. SL, 1 second. Hold on. Harlem was arguing with me last year saying Golden State was coming out the West, and I told you they wasn't. and you was like, "No,
Yo,
BK,
bro,
you wrong.
listen, I was
You know
wrong.
what you're talking about."
Yo, bro, I said I was wrong. I had
BK, I was right
All
here
right,
with
and,
you.
and my bad if you wrong.
That was stupid. I'm just trying to give you the facts.
I'm just saying, when I'm right, I want y'all niggas to keep the same.
No, I'll give you your flowers.
Right. That's the problem with it.
If you right, you right. Nobody
Let
has
me
no
ask you this
problem
one
giving you
question.
credit.
Let
when
me
you
ask you this one question. Do you think
Bro, I
Detroit?
swear to God,
Harlem.
Boston better not lose, bro.
Listen,
If they
forget
lose,
Boston.
I'm chasing niggas off the podcast.
Forget
I'm
Boston.
chasing-
Let me ask you this one question.
And after Knicks lose, are you finally gonna say they suck? If the Knicks lose, you finally gonna say they suck?
Why we even talking about
They're gonna want to fire people.
Hold on. He's gonna say it's the coach's fault. That's what he's gonna say.
They're gonna want to fire people.
You gonna point the blame to other shit, and we gonna say we told you so, and then you gonna let
Yo, they will be out in the first round.
Listen.
I swear to God, Detroit gonna take care.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wait, Detroit. Y'all need to worry about Detroit because Detroit is a young team.
First of all, I would say the Knicks will beat Detroit, but the Detroit gonna take them. First of all, Boston gonna be well rested. Boston gonna be they're gonna give them a hard time, and Boston gonna be well rested. Boston gonna be well rested, and they're gonna take y'all out right there. Cause y'all gonna be tired already fighting the Detroit Pistons. So
no, they need to beat Detroit. They need to focus on that. They need to really focus on Detroit because Detroit has a blooming superstar on their team. They have a legitimate superstar on their team.
Man. My boy Cunningham is
the real deal.
Scott is the only one. Scott the only one on here with a brain. He the only one up here that know how fighting work, bro. At least he know. Y'all
but
he just said the Knicks. He just said the Knicks gonna get taken out by Detroit.
They're a legitimate team.
Well, Brady told you,
because I see the Knicks. I see the Knicks like I see Detroit.
Tobias Harris. They can't do it. The Minnie Mouse every time isolate versus what's his name? Ozar Thompson. I'm sorry.
Yes, and and mind you, I've been told Harlem this in the beginning of the season. Boston has tunnel vision, bro.
Winning versus Detroit.
Yeah, that Detroit team is tough, man.
Bro, if the Knicks,
that's why. What's his name? Bunsen was screaming like, pointing out 6 fouls. What's his Ozar Thompson? Are you serious? He fell down and he was pointing out 6 fouls. Finally.
Now, no disrespect to Knicks fans, but that referee shit, you get those calls. All that went out the window.
You said we're not even gonna beat the Pistons.
Whistles when you fall in and all that.
You're not.
None of them whistles are
coming. Put that money where your mouth is.
That flopping shit is not working in the playoffs.
I'm telling you that right now. Let me tell you something.
I'm telling you that right
now. Can you make this? Can you make this
line 40 times?
Can you make Jalen Brunson as a flopper?
BK, you heard SL, right?
Hell yeah.
BK, you heard SL, right?
He didn't get no whistles.
Detroit, right?
Look at the shorts. Look at the shorts. Look at the TikTok.
No. Yo,
no whistles.
AP, BK, y'all got that on record, right? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Say no more, bro.
What's on record? What's on record? Against who? The Knicks win against who? The Knicks. Oh, I don't think that. I don't think that.
Listen. Do you think Bronson was better than Jalen Rose?
Jaden Rose?
I'll be right here.
Do you think Brunson is better than Jalen? Because the coach had the same type of guard.
Last time I was scared. I pushed it out. I swear to God, I pushed it out versus Indiana.
Do you think that Jalen Brunson is equal to
SL? I don't listen. I don't want to take your money, bro.
I give you that win versus Boston Indiana last year. I give you that. And what happened? You choked that shit up. Are you serious? I knew that shit. I knew you were gonna lose versus Celtics, but you choked versus Indiana. I swear to God, I can't live with that.
Easy money.
To this day.
Yo, bro, we got hurt last year, SL.
Even play one time and let you know, like
it's their bench. It's the Celtics.
First of all, the Celtics.
Even if you have Derrick Rose on this Knicks team right now, hypothetically, all you gotta do is drop back and force Derrick Rose to shoot, man. That's it. You don't have to even give him any lanes or anything like that. So
you think? So Bronson would be better. That's what you.
Yeah, he can shoot.
I'm gonna ask y'all one question, right? I'm gonna ask you one question, BK, right? Everybody one at a time, right? We're gonna start with you, BK, but it's the same question for the whole panel. Starting with you, BK. So y'all all picked the Celtics over the Knicks. I'm the only nigga that picked the Knicks. Cool.
But they gotta get to the Celtics.
Wait.
Because if they lose the next game, they in trouble.
Wait, hold on. I got Knicks in 7, BK.
You got the Knicks in 7?
I got the broomstick right now. I got a broomstick. I got sweet.
I got Boston in 5.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Knicks fans, but y'all gotta beat Detroit.
Listen.
Y'all gotta beat Detroit
from the very beginning. I'm doing real basketball analysis here. This ain't
I'm just saying Detroit is a good team.
Exactly. Why you disrespecting Detroit?
Yo, bro,
Detroit
you
is
niggas
a
don't
good
even
team.
know how a fight go. This nigga said a sweep, bro. You niggas really think they about to just punch?
I don't think they.
You got swept in the regular season with the same team. Why not?
Listen. Hold on, SL.
It ain't gonna be
all Boston's gonna do is spread the floor out, right? They're gonna target Jalen.
Knicks fans in the comments. Yo,
I say
they got BK. They got Drew Holiday and Derek White, and they got Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum to attack them in the what's his name on the face of it.
All they're gonna do is spread the floor out, and they're gonna attack.
And they shoot about 43% from the three.
Well,
oh my God! Are you serious?
Do you think the Knicks are gonna win the next game?
That's a blowout every game. Are you?
Do you think the Knicks are gonna win the
First of all, who's gonna stop? Who's gonna stop Jason Tatum and who's gonna stop Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
No one.
Who?
Yo, bro, you know what's so crazy, SL?
Nah, keep thinking like OG gonna lock down. What's his name? Tatum.
First of all, OG is quiet in the playoffs right now.
Locking down.
He's busy chasing Cunningham. He can't hold him. He can't hold him. He can't hold Cunningham.
Yeah, and Mikal Bridges came. Mikal Bridges came.
You know what the problem is?
Cunningham is.
You know what the problem is?
Cunningham is on the verge of being a star.
Versus team that's struggling to score.
Literally.
And they got only one option in Cade Cunningham. But you're gonna put two superstars.
But they got shooters out there.
Exactly.
They got struggling against Detroit.
They got size.
Boston.
And
they got size. Listen.
Exactly. And they got size.
First of all, who's stopping Porzingis?
Detroit can't score.
And don't say.
They're struggling to score. They got Tobias Harris as their third.
Yeah. First of all, y'all struggling against a team that can't score that much, and y'all struggling against.
But they got size and they crash the boards. They killers.
The only reason they can score is Jalen Duren because he's sitting on the paint and Josh Hart can't score. I mean, he can do shit, but rebound.
Yeah, he's too small. He's too small for them.
Versus Jalen Duren.
He's too small for them. He's too small. Josh Hart too small. They showing you where the Knicks.
And you want to talk about Celtics? Come on, man.
They show you where the
can score versus what's his name? The team can score for shit.
Listen, I'm not saying that they can't beat Detroit.
Best team that can score.
It's possible because of inexperience.
I got the Knicks over Detroit.
But boy, that team is kind of put together. They got a coach that's been there before. Detroit got a coach that's been there too. They're coach.
Yo, I'm sorry, Scott, but Boston is the best scoring team.
You know, let me ask Harlem. You don't think nothing is wrong with the Knicks right now at all?
Oh well, yeah. They've been
team, right? They got all the answers, right?
The whole thing about it, the whole thing about it, like OKC and Boston, they phenomenal. Like if you're gonna look at the offense, like let's break it down. There's so much they doing. Like
They got chemistry. They got chemistry.
They got
it's
a
not
team.
it's not
A
even
real
chemistry.
team.
It's the pieces that they
got
got.
a team, man. They
got a
each
team.
other.
They got a team. They got
multiple
a team.
position.
They got a
Multiple
team.
positions can give you 20 at any given time.
That's a
Now,
team.
Harlow,
That's
you
when
might
you
be
have a
right on
team.
your Thunder. You might be right on your Thunder
But New
pick,
York,
but your
but
Knicks
New
pick,
York,
I don't.
but the Knicks, they got only
listen,
5,
man.
and they can.
Listen,
After that,
right?
We know that.
Hey, let me say this to you, right?
We know as
so
basketball fans, we know.
So SL, I'm gonna give you a fun fact, right? So listen before you rebuttal, my nigga. Last year, right? Remember when Cleveland played Boston?
last year was different team, so your point already don't make no shit.
No. I'm not even talking about who won. I'm just going to a specific point. I was just asking, do you remember when they played? Because I'm going to a point. So remember when they played, right? Remember when it was 1-1 and then Mitchell got hurt? Now, I'm not saying that this is gonna happen because Cat is not this type of player. I'm hoping and I'm banking on him to be. Remember when Evan Mobley got the chance to actually be the actual lead player because Mitchell was out? He was cooking Boston. They had no answer for him, right? Now, if he would have been doing this shit and other people would have actually helped out, that could have went either way. So what I'm saying is, Cat is big
Oh my
enough,
God!
strong enough,
Like my brain hurts right now because it's junk from
All right,
everywhere.
see, this is why I think you making a lot of wish burgers, bro. You making a lot of wish burgers, bro. First of all, you said you always said if Cat scored 10 points, Cat spent 10. He scored 10 points last game.
Hey, yo, bro, you know why I keep saying Cat? Listen, bro, you know why I keep saying Cat? Because Cat is the best player on the Knicks, bro.
Yes, but you know what's the problem? He's mentally sore.
What?
He's mentally sore.
Repeat that.
No.
Who's better player on the Knicks?
That's the problem.
Who's best player on?
He's the most talented. I give him that. He's the most talented player on the Knicks. He's the most talented player on the Knicks.
He's talented, but he ain't no better.
I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you what the problem is. The problem is that they need to insert Cat, right? They need to stop having this nigga dribble the fucking ball 100 times, and they need to get it to Cat.
But he won
needs
games
to be
for
the
y'all.
focal point. If
all right, but
that's not gonna happen.
All right, first of all, you gotta blame Jalen Bronson on that. Nobody wants to step on Jalen Bronson's toes, so they just stand in the corner or stand by the perimeter.
No, you have to blame Tibbs for that. Tibbs is
well,
the coach.
they hired his father.
See,
you know
that's
how they
what I said at the beginning of the show. It's Pussycat, it's Tibbs, and then it's Mikhail. They're gonna get fired.
Everybody knows that Bronson is going to shoot. Everybody knows that.
They want them
Everybody
gone.
knows that. Everybody knows
But the whole thing about it, they're going to extend Mikhail because he got five first-round picks. And they're gonna hire. They gotta hire a new coach. Once they're gonna get bounced by Detroit.
Wait. Hold on, SL man. Again, with the coaching thing, how are you gonna blame Tibbs for a flawed roster? Please explain that to me.
Yo, but you gotta who they gonna fire though? BK the players?
BK, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the roster.
What are you talking about?
There has to be a full man. There has to be a full man.
Listen, somebody gonna have to fall, bro. And it's not the
players. They're gonna fall down. GM is the closest thing for the owner. And the owner picked him up.
SL. Listen to what I'm saying. You're talking and not listening. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
The team, man. You got Jalen Brunson, who's too small, right?
Yeah, but
right.
It wasn't a problem when
you're not getting it, BK. They push all their chips in, so they have to fire the coach.
They don't match up to other teams.
Then what they gonna do? They gonna have to rebuild. Listen, They're gonna have to rebuild.
You're asking them to fire what's the name, GM?
All right. So let's take Mike Malone and put him on the Brooklyn Nets right now. He won a championship. Can he take this current?
We not nowhere close. Listen, we didn't push all our chips in though. We didn't push all our chips in.
I'm just saying.
The Knicks gave away picks for Towns and fucking Mikal Bridges, nigga.
It doesn't matter. They got the wrong.
It does matter because listen.
It does matter, nigga.
When we pushed our chips and traded for James Harden, right?
Yeah.
After we fired Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
We gave a keys to a rookie GM. Rookie what's the name, coach?
Rookie coach, right?
You know why? Because our GM was soft, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. The problem is higher ups. It's not the.
They went all in, man. They went all in.
It's not going to fire the one who's sitting above.
Fans think that this is all Tibbs' fault. I'm just not.
That's not. He said. No, that's not sacrificial land. He just said sacrificial land.
We're not saying it's his fault.
You know what? What was the problem? You know what was the problem? Because KD at that time we had Mike D'Antoni and Ime Udoka. At that time, guess what happened? He got influenced. And at that time, if we could have anticipated everything, and our GM was like Pat Riley. Remember when, what's his name? LeBron James and D-Wade bumped Alex Spoelstra, and they said, like, yo, get rid of him. He ain't shit. Like,
all right, so the Knicks. Hold on. The Knicks defensive rating was like 14. So if you're going to really win,
oh my God, why you deflecting? Why you deflecting my conversation to another?
Hold on, let me speak. If you're going to win, right, and make any kind of noise, you got to be a top 10 offense or a top 10 defense, right? Either one.
I don't know if you have
what they gotta do. What they gotta do with being a sacrificial lamb? Do you know what a sacrificial lamb is?
Wait a minute.
Harlem, you know, because
I was trying to calculate what he trying to to my conversation, the previous conversation we had, to his analogy right now. Like, please try to explain me to what he trying to say because I'm dumbfounded.
I don't know.
Because he's trying to say you can't blame Tibbs because the roster is trash. And I'm saying they can't make any more moves because they tied up.
But that brings it back to my point.
No, BK saying y'all don't have a bench.
Build that team.
BK saying, listen, I agree with BK when he said y'all bench is trash and y'all had the wrong pieces together. Okay, cool.
And but y'all threw trash, bro. But
listen, the thing I'm trying to tell BK, y'all push all y'all chips in for a Cat and Mikal. Unless y'all trade one of them or fucking OG to get more pieces on y'all bench, then that's not gonna happen. You have to sacrifice the coach.
They're going to sacrifice.
If you want to win a championship, you got to match up to Boston. They do not match up to Boston or.
So what are they going to do then? They're going to rebuild, or who can they trade for?
Listen, it's like Boston. Hold on,
that's not my problem.
Boston had to figure things out. They had to get rid of Robert Williams and
listen. That's not my problem.
And get the pieces. Trade for Drew Holiday.
That's our glory. That's our glory. That's not our problem. That's our glory.
Yeah. Let me let Elam go. Elam just got up in here. Elam, go ahead, man.
You crazy.
Oh, well, I'm over here too.
You on that shit, my nigga. I'm telling you.
I mean, what y'all talking about? The Knicks?
Yeah, listen, Harlem, I'm just talking basketball. You want me to go into fantasy?
You don't want to talk about the Nets. He don't want to talk about
we don't keep it on subject. We don't keep it on subject.
Keep it on the Knicks.
I'm doing
Ellen, we saying the Knicks is not the Knicks.
You smoking that shit tonight, BK?
No, they arguing whether they're gonna fire Tibbs because the roster is not good.
I think if they lose to Detroit, they fire Tibbs.
Yes, I do. I agree with that. I agree with that.
They fired.
Yeah, well, of course
they
lose to
Detroit. If they lose to Boston, I think they'll fire Tibbs too.
You got to get past the.
No, I think they're gonna fight. Harlem is right. They're gonna fire Tibbs either way if they don't get past Boston.
But I think losing to Detroit is worse. Like a team that just made the playoffs.
No, it is worse. But Ellen, all I'm trying to say is they put all their chips in. They push all their chips in.
Yeah, do you think they're passing Boston? I mean Detroit.
Look, they did more with less last year.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but you did more.
Yes, they did.
Isaiah Hartenstein. This is different roster. You got soft motherfuckers in Mikhail and what's his name, Cat.
That's not the. That's true. Hold on. The real problem is Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway went 1 for 15. You think they not doing that again for the past year?
Thank you, LM. Thank you, LM. Thank you, LM. Thank you.
That is going to be a problem.
They
won 1 for 15 and they still won the game.
The problem with Detroit is this. The problem with Detroit is this. Listen, the problem with Detroit is this.
Are you serious?
No. The problem with Detroit is this. They young and strong on the inside and got shooters on the outside. They can run the floor. They can run the floor.
They got no answer for
and they got a potential superstar on their team.
And after that, it's so
OG is the only guy y'all have for Cade Cunningham. There's nobody on that team that can guard Cade except OG.
Nobody.
Other than that, y'all have no answer for him.
None whatsoever. I watched him run up on both.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's a defensive liability, man.
They don't have no answer for
First of all, Jalen Bronson is an offensive liability because he holds on to the ball too long.
That's true.
He can't see everybody. He's too short. See, Detroit crowds him with taller players.
And on a team like New York, he needs 53 in his prime.
Final thoughts, man. I'm about to end this and get some sleep, man.
You got 4.
Listen, you can come to my page if you want to talk. Y'all can come to my page. I'm come back on.
First of all, let me just say this. Let me say this. Jalen Bronson is an offensive liability. He don't look for his. He don't look. Hold on. I'm gonna get it off. Hold on. Let me get off.
Go ahead.
Let me get off.
Yo, Scott, drop the link in the chat.
Wait. Jalen Bronson.
Down 0-3. It's 1-1.
Listen, I'm not saying y'all down 0-3. We just saying it's a lot of issues y'all have that y'all got to get over. That's it. I'm not saying the Knicks is garbage. They a bad team. They're actually a decent team, but they play wrong. They got the wrong pieces together. Jalen Bronson is not
Mikal Bridges taking the last shots either.
Yes. Yeah. Second of all, and y'all need a playmaker at point guard. Jalen Bronson is a short shooting guard. That's the issue. Unless y'all have, like I said, Josh Hart playing in the starting position as a facilitator. All right, y'all can have him like that. Y'all need somebody to facilitate in the fucking starting lineup. And I told you that.
Brunson on Cade is a horrible matchup.
Yes,
OG
it
is the only guy that's giving y'all the defense for Cade, but everybody else is a problem. Like I don't know how y'all. You could probably throw some resistance at him by throwing like double team
defense. You got to target like force like the non-shooter.
But they're not enough though. But it's more to me personally. It's more the offense of the Knicks. Is Jalen Bronson has tunnel vision. He don't pass his teammates.
He can't see them, man. He can't see them.
BK, the problem with that is they best shooters went 1 for 15 and they still won. They're not doing that again.
Exactly. Thank you.
They're not doing that again.
Do you think Cat is going to have 12 points again, though? I mean,
he can have more points. It don't matter.
I mean,
do you expect Mikal Bridges to have at least 1 or 2 good games in this series?
Do you see how big Jalen Durant is?
That's the problem with the Western
First of all, you gonna have Stewart.
What did Butler said about Pussycat?
And Stewart wasn't playing.
Yeah, wait till he come back. Oh my god.
Game one.
Pussycat is a bitch. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
I think this
First of all, You was
I
talking
think
all
he's
this
6
shit
or 7.
about you was talking all this shit about Mitchell. You was talking all this shit about Mitchell and all of that.
And then see with Mitchell Robinson, with Mitchell Robinson,
I swear to God.
Mitchell Robinson, he can cause you like he has to be able to score too, man. I mean, they can drop
He's
on
hurt. He's constantly hurt. You asking injury prone to be a player? Are you serious?
Yo,
think about it this way, right?
Yeah.
The Pistons, they almost had a 2-0 lead, bro. They almost beat them at home twice, bro.
Yeah, they beat him in the first game. The first game, if the Knicks ain't go on a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter, they would have lost that
I'm
game.
sorry about that. I got interfered, maybe. I'm sorry, but the whole thing about it. When you played versus Detroit, you came back in the first game, right? You came back in the first game on Shamit or Payne. They same shit to me. I'm sorry, but the whole thing about it, they both do the same thing. Payne got hot. You stole that game. He was shooting lights out.
Let me
about it. Tobias Harris still got Cat. I mean, isolated. That's your problem. And Cat is a pussy. He's trash.
DJ, so what's your whole take on the Knicks, though, man? Because I'm starting to worry. They got a lot of defensive liabilities on the team. Mitchell Robinson is an offensive liability. Do you blame Tibbs for it? What do you think, man?
When the Knicks beat
Mitchell
the
Robinson has always
Pistons,
been
I'm coming to look for you, my nigga.
offensive
That's it.
liability, though. BK.
I can't hear. Say that again, DJ.
Bonson is offensive
Mitchell
liability.
Robinson has always been a offensive liability.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm going by what the issues are and like why they're struggling against.
I mean,
Detroit.
the main issue, bro, they lose that game because Cat, bro, Cat got to step up,
Yo, bro,
Like,
y'all
Jalen
keep
Brunson
talking about the Knicks
What
struggling.
did I say?
It's 1-1.
The bitch ass pussycat. You asking a bitch to be a
we just said the Knicks almost lost the first game if they didn't go to 21 fucking run, nigga.
Bro. Just like the Rockets won tonight, and like BK was
That's different.
how
That's
you gonna
different, bro.
ask to be asking?
It's tied. The series 1-1, bro. What y'all niggas talking about?
Yeah,
if the Knicks lose game 3, that's different. They down. But if the Knicks win, you niggas ain't even gonna
don't change the narrative. You've been down, you've been down both games.
I don't know.
They choked them one game out.
Harlem is saying and everything, and I agree with Harlem because
it don't matter what you talking about. We won, nigga. If they choke, who problem is that? They choke, nigga. That ain't our
the problem with
Yo, once again, all right, you talking about I warned you about Cat. You talking about what Cat is supposed to do, and I keep telling you he's soft. I told you that in the beginning of the season, during the season.
Yo, bro, I agree the nigga soft. I told you the nigga soft. I want the nigga to be
what happened to the
unsoft though.
playoff Cat that we had last season, bro?
Listen, you're not gonna get that. First of all, you got
11, 12 points.
But you had somebody hyping him up like Anthony Edwards. Jalen Brunson don't do shit like that.
First of all, he didn't do this last playoffs. He didn't do this.
I said once again, Anthony Edwards was hyping him up last playoffs. That's why he was good.
He played better.
The link
He's
don't
looking
go
like
through,
playing
but
better with
you gotta go to my page.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, I'm not tripping, bro. He was playing.
I put my page there.
Not
so
playing with.
But once again, listen. This is all I'm saying, DJ.
Take into consideration.
What?
They up
here acting like this is what Cat does.
We got to take that into consideration. That's their first year together.
No, but this is not what he does in the playoffs.
This isn't. This is not a common thread with him dropping 11, 12 points. Bro,
yes, it is. It's only last year. It's only last year he did good. That's the only year when he was playing. When he played with Jimmy Butler.
I'm sorry,
AP. That's not even true because the year before that they was playing well in the play-in.
No, he wasn't playing. The team was. He wasn't.
Bro, he didn't have 11 points in the play-in, bro.
No, he wasn't good enough. All we saying he was playing
talking about individual though, bro.
Listen. You harping on the 10 points. We saying he was playing soft in the previous playoffs prior to last year.
Everybody knows he plays soft, but him playing soft in the playoffs last season, he had more points, bro. He's not
Because
doing nothing this year.
all right, because the
If you watch
team was
what he's doing,
actually
he's not doing
featuring
nothing.
him. They not doing that now. Bronson is like we were saying earlier. You wasn't here.
Yo, bro, he got to
Bronson
step
is
up,
holding
bro.
on.
Brunson, I'm watching these
Bronson
games.
was
Nah,
holding
AP,
on
don't
to the
fall for that.
ball.
Because when they
Brunson is
faced,
out here by
what's his
himself.
name, physical team with the Dallas Mavericks,
Hold on. And
she was
AP,
beating up.
this
They
dude,
were beating
Mikal
up
Bridges,
on
missed
like
4
softer
big
teams.
shots, bro.
But
4 shots that
when
he
what's
missed,
his
bro.
name happened, the physical team came up. Cat
Brunson
got
got no help
pussy,
right now, bro.
Yo, Harlem, let me ask you a
Pussy is
question,
pussy.
bro.
Harlem even
derail that.
admitted that Bronson wasn't
The
is
nature
playing
is gonna
tunnel
come out.
vision.
Yo,
Like
wait, hold
The
on,
nature.
Harlem, let me ask you a
Yo.
question. What do you think? Do you think
I just
Brunson
don't think
foul baits?
Brunson
Do you
deserves
think
blame,
Brunson
bro.
foul baits too much, or
There's only so much
do
one
you
man
think
can
the
do.
fouls?
And they talking about like what's his name? Anthony Edwards is
Yeah, so
it's the
listen.
same thing as Jalen Brunson. Are you
Do you
serious?
think?
definitely
Do you
not.
think he?
No,
Do you think he
hell
fouled?
no.
Do you think
Anthony
he
Edwards
fouled
got
too
more
much,
is
or do you think
gravity.
that the fouls
He
against him was
comparing them to that.
Yo, let
Are
me
you
answer
serious?
Ellen's
Like
question. Hey, let me answer Ellen's
that's
question. So yes,
another
Ellen.
level of gravity.
Yes.
Come on, man.
So yes,
Nobody is
Ellen,
Stupidity.
I
comparing.
do
Hold on,
think
hold on.
he
That's
does that,
We
stupidity
right?
one
comparing
on one.
individual from what he was playing like the
And I
season
agree
before,
with you,
bro. We're not
Ellen.
comparing the
It's
He
a
season.
does do
different
that.
team.
But
We talking about
I
individual.
feel
That
like this,
hold on.
Ellen.
It's
Your
a
skills.
different
He
Hold
does
on.
team.
that.
What he was doing.
Individual
Hold on.
stats can't
What Cat
compare
was
to
doing. Hold on. What Cat was doing last playoffs, individual. We get what Anthony
exactly,
Edwards
but
does,
he
bro.
was on a
I said,
different
hold on.
team.
You just
He
talking and
had
not listening.
Anthony
We
Edwards,
talking about
MVP.
individual. Hold on.
It
Jimmy Butler. Hold on. I
don't
can't even go to
matter.
Jimmy Butler.
Anthony
When Jimmy Butler was on the
Edwards.
Heat, he was playing well. That didn't go away. He was playing well with the
I'm gonna
Warriors.
say this to
We
you,
talking about
Ellen.
individual.
Yo,
That's
I
Bro.
Jimmy
agree with
Butler.
you,
He's a
Ellen, right?
superstar. You comparing superstar to
Nah,
a
you
bum-ass
can't. First of
kid.
all,
Are you serious?
the Timberwolves had a top
Superstar
defensive
gonna
team last
translate.
year.
The bum-ass
And,
like kid ain't.
and second of all, what we saying
Yo,
is
XL.
the offense is run around Jalen
Yo,
Brunson.
XL,
It's
let me
not.
just
They don't
answer
run it
Ellen's
like an
question, yo.
opportunity offense.
So, yo, LM. So, like, you right? He do. And the thing is, in the playoffs, everybody not getting calls. If you even notice just watching the playoffs, like the refs is not calling as many fouls both ways. Nigga, if you look tonight with Houston and Golden State, everybody was getting elbow thrown to the floor, bro. You're not
They're
getting
not
that.
gonna
This is
call it at
playoff
all.
No, they ain't getting no
basketball.
calls no
You
more in
gotta
the
chuck it up.
playoffs.
But
That
what I'm
flopping
saying
shit
is,
ain't gonna
so
work.
Brunson gotta
They
play.
definitely give him to
What the
OKC
Knicks
though.
problem is, this what the Knicks problem is, right? And I'm gonna say it again. And I want DJ to hear it because he wasn't on it. When Jalen Brunson was hurt, the Knicks played better as a team.
Yep, they was moving the ball.
Everybody touched the ball. Because everybody touched the ball. Bridges played better. Anunoby. This is facts, right? Brunson is ball dominant. He is a great one-on-one
tunnel
talent.
vision.
I will
But
not
you
shit
gotta
on
look at
Brunson.
the
He's a
competition
great
they play too.
one-on-one.
Colin.
Hold
You
on.
can't do that.
Hold on, SL, I got you. Hold
Nah,
on,
that
SL,
is
I
a
got
fact,
you.
bro.
He's a great one-on-one talent. But the nigga,
He's a
has to
shooting
share
guard
the
and a point
So
guard body, man.
sit down, sit down,
he has to share the
one of
He's
your
ball,
not even
bro.
really a
players,
shooter neither
and
though.
put
He
Cam.
has
No,
to
he
share
is.
the ball, Scott.
He's a score
He's a
first
scorer,
type of
not
point guard.
a shooter and a scorer is different things.
Scott, listen.
No,
The only thing
who said a
Boston
shooter?
has over the Knicks, Scott,
You said
is
he's a
I
that
ain't
shooter.
say a
Boston
shooter.
play as a team.
I never said a
If
shooter.
the
I
Yeah,
Knicks
but
said
I
did the
You
told
said
you
same
they
shooting
run
guard,
shit,
bro.
together.
I said
Yeah,
no. I said he's a shooting
but they
guard
have a
in the
better
point guard spot. I ain't say he's a
bench, man.
shooter,
Boston
but
has a
Right.
he's
bench
an
that can
That's
come
what
offensive.
he
off
said.
off with
Wait,
three
I
what
ain't
you said
say
players
about
that
shooter.
can
but
score,
it's just
No,
and
he
a
said the
Scott,
big.
but
Knicks
it's
could
just
beat
that
Boston, and I said hell no. It's
no?
no possible way.
They
No, what is
can't,
Scott
yo,
saying about
bro. They
Boston?
can beat Boston if they play like a team. It's just
So
that
they
Yo,
not. They
Colin, why
don't.
you
But
keep
the
talking
thing
about
is,
Boston when
they
you
not
can pass
playing.
Detroit? Right now is up right now.
we gonna
You got
beat, yo,
Detroit
bro. We gonna
1-on-1
beat
and you going
Detroit.
to
We
their
gonna
house.
beat Detroit. We
You
gonna beat
I
not.
think they
Detroit,
could
bro.
beat
Stop,
Detroit. The issue is
They not.
Jalen
stop it.
Bronson. First of all, Boston is
They
a
can
smart
definitely
team.
beat
They
Detroit.
Last time you
they
said
could beat
we're
Detroit.
gonna beat
Boston
Indiana
is a
with
smart thing.
And Duran, Detroit, and then first of all,
they can beat Detroit. It's Boston they need to worry about.
Dennis Schroeder and them dudes is not gonna play like that.
They're not beating Detroit, Dylan.
They're not doing that again.
They need to be.
It would be. I would love K to move to advance. I'm with you, but I don't know if you.
LM, they can't beat Detroit. Like Detroit stole one game at home. Them kids gonna step up. At home? Come on, man.
No,
They not.
No, listen. We
And you
saying what?
asking Mikhail?
Listen.
Come on.
This why I don't get Harlem. You saying the same thing we saying. Boston has tunnel vision. He's gonna play the same way, and he's not gonna get past
No,
But he's
Boston.
not
Now
saying the same
Detroit.
thing y'all saying though,
I
bro. Because he
agree
still
with
believes
you.
No,
Yo,
they're
yo,
gonna win.
AP,
no,
I
he is
agree
saying the
with you, but
same
I
thing we
But he
also
saying.
still
said,
believes they're gonna win,
bro, I
regardless of what y'all
agree
saying.
with
No,
you.
and I said
Listen,
it's not gonna work against
Yo,
Boston.
AP,
Hell
listen.
no.
All right,
Yo,
let me
we
wrap
talking
this up.
about
I gotta get up. I gotta get
Detroit
up in
though.
the morning, man.
Oh
But
no, no, I
Scott.
said it was gonna beat
Hey, yo,
Detroit. I
Yeah,
said that. I said
final
against
thought.
Boston,
all
they're
right, all
not
right,
winning.
let's wrap it up.
AP,
Let me wrap this up, man. I gotta get up in the morning.
final thought though.
Final
I
thoughts.
agree
Final
with you,
thoughts.
AP, right?
Final thought.
Yo,
All
AP,
right,
I agree
all
with
right.
you, right? But I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying if the Knicks can find a way, well, if Tibbs can find a way to get the ball out of Brunson hands and they can play team basketball where
It's too
everybody
late,
can
man.
shine,
You
I
need
think
another
they can
guard,
beat
man.
Boston. That's all I'm
Who you
saying.
got on the
All right,
bench
I
that
would
can
say
do that?
this. I
It's
would
not
say
too
this for
late.
my
It's not
final
too late. We
thoughts.
just gotta
It's too
execute.
late
McBride.
because they already created bad habits during this season. So this is just what it
They
is.
need
Until they
another
get a new
guard. They
coach,
need
So I'm
I
not
another
mean,
mad at
outside
guard.
of
that.
Brunson,
until they
he's
get a
the
new
bro. He's
coach.
the
Yo,
only
I
Who
mean,
one that
who's
can
that
do
other
that.
guard
McBride.
that can carry the ball?
McBride. I think
McBride,
McBride
but
is
they not.
they only
First of
guard.
all,
He's
Yeah,
not
McBride,
ready.
McBride
Tibbs
could have
gonna
actually been
ride.
on those
Tibbs gonna
few
ride the
minutes,
bench.
bro.
He gonna ride the starters till they fall out. So all that bench shit y'all think they having, that's not happening, man.
No, and that and
Yo,
them
That's
and them
how he
specific
plays,
minutes
I
that
basically.
forgot about
Mikal was
Shannon
missing,
Sharp,
McBride
man. We
stepped
gotta
up.
get into that a little bit
Oh
later.
yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, let's get into it for a few minutes right here.
yeah, like
Shannon
3
Sharp
minutes.
shit.
Yo, is y'all
All
final
right,
take for Shannon Sharp, man?
yeah,
I didn't get into
listen,
the whole story
listen.
yet.
This is an old simp that get caught up in a young girl's game right now. This shit. Like I feel sorry for him because he don't have no game. He just have money and
I
he
don't
don't
feel
really
bad
know
for
what's
him. First
going
of
on.
all, bro,
Yo, leave these white women
people been
alone,
told him to leave
man.
them
Leave
white
these
women
white
alone,
women
bro.
alone,
No, it's
man.
nigga Lee. It's not even white women. It's any
It
young.
is,
First of
bro.
all,
People that
they
he even
go
said that. He said people
no.
that
But
been
my
dealing
thing
with him
is
and have been
any
friends with him
like
been
look at
saying
some
that
of
for
these.
years now,
No,
bro. Leave them white women alone, bro. He
DJ.
did it to
Look at some
himself,
of
bro.
these young. Look at some of these young NBA players, dumb
He
NBA
did
players.
it to
They
himself.
cuffing
Hold on.
and
He
breathe
did it
in
to
the
himself.
same
Stephen A. Smith
holes,
even on his
bro.
podcast was saying leave them white women alone, bro.
No, but no, it's leave the wrong woman alone. I would say that. Because some
Bro,
of these young
nah, bro.
basketball players is getting caught up too. Nigga, don't get it twisted. My thing is, first of all, Shannon fucked up. He said a lot of things. You don't
Somebody feel
supposed to
bad for
say
no
those
Shannon Sharp, bro.
things.
He did it to himself.
You don't, yeah, he did it to himself. You don't say those things jokingly or if you role playing, whatever, to a chick. Never say that. Be calm and cool.
First of all, you get with an
The phone
OnlyFans chick, bro.
conversation, he sound like a simp, man. I can't even believe this guy, but yeah, somebody else can go. That's crazy. I
Ain't no
feel
feeling
sad
bad
for
for
him.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
pushing
feel
60
bad
years
for him,
old,
but he's
bro.
stupid though. He just because he talk like he know everything, and then you just fall into traps like that. It's just like,
Niggas in 5. Yeah, man.
well, I don't. Well, that's different. We talk about.
Hold on. I ain't
Well,
gonna say that though, because he is a Laker fan though. Of course he's gonna say Laker
He's a
fan.
LeBron fan. Yeah.
yeah. I don't. It's not even about the Lakers shit. It's about his personal, like the
Lakers looking.
shit he
Hey,
go
BK,
about. Like I don't
shut
know,
all
man.
that stuff. Shut all that stuff you were saying down, bro. Lakers looking good right now too.
I don't know, man. Again, they got a lot of offensive and defensive liabilities, man.
Hold
I
on.
mean, that's one
What was that,
game, man.
BK? You said that outside of Luka, nobody else gonna score. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm saying I'm really more worried about like the defense from Luka.
Nah, they was good, man.
You was the same one saying that they didn't have offense.
Austin Reeves. I mean, it's one game. I mean,
2 games. What are you talking about? 2 games.
They
straight.
lost the first game.
They big 3 was
got blown out,
scoring, bro.
The Lakers lost the first game.
But you said they was gonna score though. You said
I'm talking about like Vando. I'm talking about Vando. Like I'm talking about guys like that. I'm talking about like Vando guys like
Vando not a scorer.
I know that's
what
what
are
I'm
you
saying.
talking about?
And who's it? Jackson Hayes is another one who
said
can't really
Vando?
score.
Who brought up Vando?
No, we said the 3 firepower was Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and fucking
he said that they was
Luka.
gonna do nothing. He acts like Austin Reeves can't score.
Yeah, he gives up more points than what he actually gives you, though, man.
Oh my god, bro.
Yo,
nah.
Do you even watch? Did you even watch the series,
man.
bro?
He'll get older, man. He'll realize. He'll see.
Hold on. Did you even watch the series, bro?
DJ got a excellent basketball mind, but sometimes.
Well, I know more basketball than you, bro. I see.
You know a little. You know,
did not see what Austin Reeves was doing
20%
played
less,
well,
man.
bro. Come on,
20% less. 20% less, 10% less, man. But DJ does know a lot of. Him and I agree on mostly a lot of stuff, though, man.
Lakers looking real good. And Memphis
shit,
looking like
man.
they about to
Hell
get
no,
swept.
man. Hell no. All right, let me wrap this up, man. Oh, let me get some sleep.
Your Rockets cheated tonight, bro. But that's okay.
What's your take on that?
That's okay. The Warriors gonna be back. Don't worry.
Nah, listen, yo, Houston got goons, DJ. They got goons.
First of all,
man.
goons. Hold on.
They got goons over there.
Hold on.
Like Draymond Green trying to pump goons, man. That ain't gonna work, man.
Your man Jalen Green is all talent, no skills, bro.
Jalen Green finally had a good game. That's the reason why.
Yeah, Draymond Green. He's trying to bump.
Talk about Jalen Green's first game against them. What did he score?
His first game was horrible.
First of all, they injured Butler.
I just got one question for you.
No, he got pushed. Got pushed.
Hey, yo. You really think Shannon Sharp out here raping bitches, BK? You believe that?
I mean, he doesn't really listen. You hold on. If I go to any girl and say, listen, here's $500, let's get it on. Most girls are gonna do it, man. You know what I'm saying? For $500, $600, because I used to be in the escort. I used to be in the escort business.
I do think they
answer that on YouTube.
They used to be in the escort
She
business.
did started doing it right when he signed that.
Well, you was selling your ass, BK?
No.
Oh, all right. You said you used to be in the escort business.
Don't slander him on.
I had girls.
BK,
like for $200,
my nigga LM said, "What?"
BK, she did.
Yeah, I was like, "What did you just say?"
Nah, you said the escort business.
I have my own escort business, man. I have my own escort agency. You know, so
hey, yo, this nigga BK a low key pimp on the low.
Nah, it's just Shannon Sharp is a simp though. That's the issue. Like he don't have no game.
He give me vibes of like somebody who never had game.
I have my own escort agency, man. I had about 3 girls.
Hey, let me say this to BK, right?
First of all, Shorty was what, 21?
No. Listen,
they said she was 19 when he met her.
She was 19, right?
Nah, that's weird, bro.
Yo, bro. First of all, let me say this, bro.
First of all, that nigga got daughters older than her.
Nah, but yo, you know what's crazy?
I think it was 50. He was like 50, 52.
I think his daughter's
yo, bro.
His daughters is older than him,
right? Yo, bro, hold on. So let's take Scott, right? So Scott, if somebody like at your age, right, you wouldn't let a dude your age date your daughter, right? Typically, because you old school.
Hell no.
But nowadays, like I know women, Scott, right? That's my age right now. That done told me, bro. Swear to God, like, yo, when I was in high school and I was 15, my mom was letting me fuck with grown ass men. So some parents,
I think they was sneaking it. Now I used to see that in high school, high school chicks sitting in the side in the car with grown ass men.
Yeah.
So I remember that when I was in high school.
But a lot of parents be okay in that shit.
That's not nothing new.
Niggas don't be okay. They just be fucking.
Women been doing this for the beginning of time, girl. They not even.
Well, I mean, if it's a guy like Shannon Sharp, of course they're going to okay that, man.
A nigga with money.
All right, let me wrap this. I get up like about 7:45 in the morning, man.
But he's 56 though, bro. He should know better.
Yo, Scott, Scott, you still getting on?
Yeah, I'm on now.
All right. Yo, everybody go to Scott shit, yo.
All right, man.
You gotta drop your link in the
his thing is blocking my link, but
I don't know how. I don't know how it's doing.
BK think he's
I didn't do anything, man. But,
I said no promotions over here.
No promotions.
I got
I see your shit, Scott.
You gotta put your YouTube in the chat.
Put it up there.
I see your shit right here.
I can't get on no Scott. You on that console shit, bro. I can't get on that console shit. I don't know why. That shit don't work.
All right, man. Let me wrap this up. Like, comment, subscribe, share the show.
Try it.
I got to get up in the morning and when you
in the chat, y'all.
What's good, you bum ass nigga? Pop up, nigga. All right.